Hello! Hello, y'all. Let me know how our audio is sounding, but welcome
Yeah, how do we sound?
to another
Hi.
Gilbert College Monsterhearts vignette. This is This Old Haunted House. And the gang is, attacking a fixer-upper. Thank you all so much for being here in chat, and also my players. I'm gonna give everyone a chance to introduce themselves real quick right now. Actually, I'm just gonna say their names and they're gonna wave, and then they're gonna introduce their characters. Their names and something nice about them. Oh gosh, why do I put myself on the spot like this? Anyway,
Okay.
I really do
being
appreciate
forced
you all
to say
playing with
something
me.
nice about your friends is being put on the spot.
Yeah, no, that's
That's the energy we're bringing
I get
into
it.
tonight, all right? I'm modeling. This is... Oh, I am joined by incredible role players here. There is Ezra, played by Draconix, who you can find on a whole bunch of actual plays and also podcasts, and also sometimes like official D&D content, which is very, very cool. So you should go follow him everywhere. And I am also putting everyone's links in the chat. I am also joined by Morgan, aka Voidcat Gaming, aka Void. They are an incredible artist and streamer and role player as well. They are running a Star Trek TTRPG right now on Wednesday nights on their channel.
But not this week. Next week. We're skipping this week, but
We're
next
skipping
week.
this week, but next week it will be back. And very cool cast with people that a lot of us here simp for, and you will too, so check that out. Ada, aka Semi Precious Stone, is back with us again. My incredible friend who jumped into this mess of an NPC and used her powers of incredibleness to just make it messier, which is what I asked for, and she absolutely provided. Also a cosplayer and historical costumer, so check out her Instagram for more of that. Bia, aka Live in the Day. Liv, who I have the pleasure of playing with every Monday night. So much fun under the table, but she is also in a Tuesday campaign usually, where she and a whole bunch of other queers play D&D. They are going to be in a podcast coming up soon. Oh, they are already in a mystery horror podcast. You have to listen to all of it, but it's a very, very short episode, so you can like bits or pieces, or you can just binge it all together. And they're always popping into other things, so go check out her Twitter and everything else that she does. And also, I'm so glad that Liv is in the wig. I love the wig. And last but absolutely not least is Devin Decibel, playing Lou. Devin is a GM on Start Playing Games and ran me through my first ever game of Quest. It was super duper fun, so I highly recommend playing a game with Devin. Devin also makes music, which you can find on Spotify and through Twitter. And Dev, do you stream?
No,
Not really?
I need to start.
Well, you stream now. You stream with
I get on
Devin
other
was in
people's
the
channels.
January episode, so you can look back in the YouTubes for the recording of that for the introduction of Lou. But I'm also so glad that you've come back and are playing with us once again. So that's me embarrassing you. Now you can go ahead and whoever would like to start, just tell us a tiny bit about your character, your player character, and what their favorite summer activity is.
I feel like we should go in the same order you started off with.
Oh wow. Okay. Just put me on the spot like that. I'm playing Ezra. Ezra the Sun, he, him pronouns. He's the vampire skin, and also the student body president right now. 4 more years. Like I don't know. But
Not
also,
how student bodies work.
Listen,
Not
I
how
don't know. We
student
don't
bodies
have
work.
it. We don't have stuff like that in the UK.
Really?
Yeah, no.
You get 1 year.
Okay, well, I'm gonna
Wow.
get another.
You can
year.
run more than once. Just keep
You
running.
can, but
But yes, what is his favorite summertime activity? Apart from feeding on people, I'd probably say like body surfing. So he goes abroad quite often. He doesn't really like staying at home, so he goes abroad and probably goes body surfing a bunch. And maybe, I don't know, what's another rich person activity? Rock climbing.
body surfing's not rich. Body surfing implies that you don't have the money to buy a board. Gotta cut
Okay.
it.
I thought this was
Okay.
a whole big innuendo. Bodies.
Oh, that too.
Surfing and
But-
snowboarding. Just surf with
Have
the
you
regular
never-
surfboard.
Gone body surfing before?
Who?
It's really just fancy swimming in the ocean. Anyway.
Yeah, I just
Okay,
walk
I
into
mean-
the ocean.
All
I
that.
was walking to
I
the
think
ocean trying
it's-
to drown myself.
I think it's
also,
sailing. I think the answer should be that Ezra likes to go sailing.
he likes to go on his yacht.
Yes.
Thing.
He
Yes.
likes to be driven around in his yacht. That's his favorite activity.
Driven
Yeah.
around.
Yeah, and also feeding on people, which is nice. Sometimes keeping
All
them
year
alive.
round.
Yeah, that's an all year round thing. Yeah.
Oh, that makes me next, doesn't it? Hey everyone, Morgan is a queen, which means that she needs everybody to shut up and do what she says. Dang it, please.
Please.
Except she doesn't have to. Yeah, that pretty much covers it. Okay, fine, I'll do it right. Morgan is the president of the first sorority to exist on Gilbert College. We are in one of the oldest houses, and today we're gonna renovate the house so that it is just perfect for all of the generations that are coming after us. Thank you.
So great. So royal.
So I'm Ada, and Ada is a student at Gilbert College, and her summer activities have been a lot of like going to the beach. She's taking a social media break, with the exception of her boyfriend, who they're on a break right now. She still comments on all of his YouTube videos and all of his TikToks so that people know they're like still a thing. But other than that, she's completely off social media. And she really enjoyed just like spending time at the beach, except that then her mom kept making her babysit her little brothers. So she was happy to like scooch away from home so that she wasn't taking care of little kids anymore.
Her stepbrothers, right? The twins.
Her half brothers, who are
Half-brothers, sorry.
7 years old and she's 20. So
Beautiful.
Is it me? Is it my turn?
Yep.
Yeah. Hi. I'm going to be playing Bia Phillips. She is the Fae. And, Bia did go back home to the Feywilds for just like the midsummer, festival. It was very important. Her and her fathers definitely have to make an appearance in the court. And like that was just one big night of singing and dancing and drinking and merriment, which really when she came back to Gilbert College, she had missed like the first half of summer. So it kind of worked out because now as an official member of Morgan's sorority, I have duties. I'm on board. Don't ask me what I do, I'm on board. And I'm here to help with the renovations.
And I'm playing Lou, aka Lumen. They're a manifestation of a dream born from a deity of the moon. And I don't know how to
Devin?
succinctly describe my character,
Could
but
you could you turn your mic up
up?
and then hit us again with that?
Ooh, huh? Is that better?
I think so.
Okay. So the premise of my character is, what if Edward Cullen from the Twilight books was taken out of the books and put in real life, but still as a construct that was a collective hallucination of everybody that sees them, and they also take on the like sort of the desires of the people who behold them. They are like a dream, goth, gender fluid moth person. And they exist to consume the living and throw them into the void and erase them from existence for their dark deity. But they're trying to be more human, you know. They're trying to figure out another way to be. And in terms of favorite summer activity, I think this is their first summer in existence. Last summer they were like a little grub crawling up a spooky like moon tree. So we're gonna find out.
Amazing. All right. Well, we're actually gonna start off. Why did my mind just? I thought I saw Lou out of the corner of my eye. I was like, no, it's just another moth.
Oh, I forgot to show my antennae. They're not showing up.
Oh, they're so
back of the green
beautiful.
screen.
Anyway, so it is. Yeah, we're gonna dive right into it then. Thank you guys so much for being here again. It is June 29th. It is June 29th, right? Yeah, it's June 29th, 2021. Gilbert College is in the Northeast, of course, and so it's getting to be like a hot, sweaty summer. And this is a week that the university has just opened back up for summer courses. So any student groups that want to like use their dorms or do whatever have access to campus again. And Morgan as the founder and president of Mu Epsilon Delta, you are sitting in your beautiful breezy house. It's good it's got a good cross breeze because it is hot out. And sending out texts, you know, waiting for the gang to get here. Who do you reach out to first?
Fae the Fae.
I see the text message. I ignore it for a little bit because I'm distracted by something, but I do respond. It's not really ignore. I get distracted. I do respond. Yes.
Please show up at the house before the dummies do. Be so great.
Okay. Yeah.
Also, could you pick me up a latte? I'll pay you back.
You could just order delivery.
Okay.
Cool. See ya.
Yep, see you there.
Beautiful.
Here, whatever.
Ada, what time does your flight get in?
Ada would have absolutely done the responsible thing and gotten in the night before. And if she was allowed, would have stayed on campus, like in her dorm.
Mm-hmm.
And if not, would have gotten like a cheapish hotel within walking distance. So she would be like ready to go and like walking over. And like I don't think she would have like bothered to pay for like a Lyft or an Uber or anything. She's like she would have done the thing that I absolutely did when I went to like the East Coast, where I was like, oh, I know what this temperature feels like, and like forgot how much more brutal the humidity is, and is like a little bit miserable by the time she gets there, but is like shows up with like a Red Bull in her overall pocket and a full water bottle and is like ready to work.
I absolutely love that. Ada's a California girl, right?
I decided she's like Malibu, I think.
Oh, your hair's getting
Absolutely.
frizzy. Ooh.
Oh yeah, her hair is absolutely frizzy, but she put it in like a very serviceable braids just to like get through the day because she is expecting a work day.
Nice. Well, Ada shows up at the house. Bia, are you there yet, or are you taking your time?
I mean, no. Morgan asked me to be there before, and that makes sense, you know, United Front. Hopefully she thought to order me a latte too. That'd be really sweet.
I did.
Oh.
Is it the way you like it though? We'll see.
We'll see. But yeah, no, Bia alternatively shows up in like she's got a Mu Epsilon Delta shirt. She's got her letters on and everything. It's black with like the pink glitter font for the letters. She's got that, and it's kind of like cropped, and then she's got like the shortest like high-waisted shorts on possible, and then those like chunky sandals. You know what I mean? Not heels, just like platform chunky, yes.
Yup.
Pink sandals. And she like comes strutting by into the house, like not dressed to work whatsoever, but ready for the day.
So with these giant sandals, she's like 5'3".
Yeah.
Adorable.
Beautiful.
Wow, that's like what, 4 inches taller than Liv? Wow.
If you don't shut up, that's actually shorter than me.
So Bia, you strut in your incredible outfit, and two girls who are, you know, have their hands stuck in each other's back pockets, and are in matching jean shorts and Mu-Ep t-shirts, both like turn over the shoulders to look at you. B! Oh my gosh, B is here!
Hi.
And
Yeah, I'm
Morgan,
gonna
you
come
are
downstairs when I
alerted
hear
to Bia's entrance by who is it? Hermina and Helena's squealing.
Shout. Indeed.
The second Morgan comes down, Bia like clobbers over in her sandals, and like hugs on Morgan. Hi, good to see
You
you.
look cute today.
Thanks. You know, trying out the letters.
Yeah, I see that. Not that I expected anything different, of course. And they did get like the shirts specially made for today, because today is when they're remaking everything.
Yeah. It's got like the back. I'm just the trauma coming out. The back has like a picture of a house that's like half repaired or whatever, and it says like renovation, and then it's like the day and the year, because
Oh my god.
there's a shirt for every event.
Oh god.
Disgusting.
Did you order a shirt for Ada?
We didn't know Ada was coming, right?
Ada's also not a not a sibling, so
Ada has not rushed. This is true.
So no.
But Ada was invited.
Ada was
Bia
invited.
did invite Ada, like,
I think
specific.
Bia invited
Yeah.
Ada.
yeah.
That's right.
yeah, I think we like invited a couple of like people who are going to be sophomores or something like that, who like maybe they'd be interested in joining, but definitely made sure to invite Ada.
I
So
feel
this
like
is a low-key rush event.
and Ada was at the first rush, right?
This is true.
Yeah,
where
and she
Lou's
almost
band
squeaked in, and then Morgan kind of dismissed her just because like the shenanigans were going on during the party, and she was in a bad mood. So, like, I fully believe that Bae was just like, you should have had her the first time, and you should let her rush again this year. And she's like doing an advanced rush so that she can get her in before the real rush, so she can pretend she was there like the year before. Does that make sense to everyone?
I think
summer
that makes
rush.
sense, but I think Ada doesn't think of it that way. She's like not planning to rush. She was just like, oh, somebody I know from college gave me an excuse to leave home early.
Yeah,
And I
definitely.
think she also signed up for a summer course to justify like staying on campus. until the school year starts. She's taking like conversational Greek or something.
Oh my
Perfect.
god, our letters are Greek. That's perfect.
Lou, have
So-
you? So last we saw you flitted into the forest. Made a little sacrifice to your creator.
It was a nice intimate sacrifice.
It
I
was
made
a very
a man
tender,
very happy before he didn't exist anymore.
tender, beautiful moment. Of the complete omission of a life from the timeline. Since then, the forest has thawed out and gotten more lively. There were people around all the time for a little bit, and then it went quiet again. And for the past month, there's been like no activity. But now you see the house at the edge of the clearing. It's filled with people again.
I think I have been loitering at the sorority, just because I had strings on Morgan, and I think Morgan had strings on me in terms of like, I was a little bit of a sidekick because I could utilize their power for feeding,
And
their
that
power
you
over
were
people.
playing.
And this sorority always had people coming in, and my band could play at the sorority. I could attract more people to me. It was a very nice, mutually beneficial situation. Actually, I don't know if it was mutually beneficial. It was beneficial.
Well, it's
to me.
beneficial for you anyway.
I was staying in the like abandoned dorm room with Lee the ghost, but I'm not actually going to the school. I don't actually exist, so I could be wherever is convenient.
No, I mean, any of that is cool. Right now, though, are you hanging out upstairs in your
Yes.
room, or are you wandering the out of doors?
So I want to flash like 20 minutes before, and I think Morgan probably walks into a room and sees Lou sitting up in bed, topless, smoking like a clove cigarette that like smells amazing, and both Helena and Hermina are like next to Lou in bed, and Lou is like practicing some like lyrics, and they're like, "You two are like exploding stars in the sky. You're lights that I'm drawn to. I fly towards you. You're so blinding, but all I've ever known is dark, that it heals me." And it's just some bullshit like Edward Cullen like poetry. And they're hopefully eating it up. And this might be surprising to Morgan because the last couple people that I fucked, I like threw into the void, and I'm trying this human thing out. It's been
Yeah.
slow around here. I haven't had a lot of victims. I'm coming into my humanity and, trying it on.
I'm really proud of you. Roll hot for me.
Oh, I'm good at that. So could not go wrong, right?
Too big to fail.
Is there like a button that I press?
It'll be
Yeah.
right next to your hot number.
Sweet.
Shout out to Roll20.
Oops.
Yeah.
Very convenient way to run this system.
Okay.
A 9. Okay.
Oh, okay. One thing.
Uh-huh.
I just took a new move that says called fake. That says when I lie, I add +1 to things. I'm trying to decide if I'm lying or not when I'm spouting this bullshit poetry.
Oh my goodness.
Actually, I think they're trying to be earnest. This is all they know how to do, though. So
Okay.
I'll keep the 9.
Beautiful. So, both Hermina and Helena are just eating it up. Go ahead and take a string on each one of them.
Hell yes.
They are like running their hands through your hair, if you'll allow them.
Mhm.
And then if you when you choose to get up, they fawn after you before following.
That's fun that I get a string on 2 people simultaneously.
They're NPCs.
They're basically the same person.
They're not related though.
They're not related, but they really want to be.
They're the twins in quotation marks.
Yeah.
They're the sorority twins. I'm telling
the sorority
you.
twins.
I think they might be
makes no sense,
reconsidering
though.
that nickname now that they're like sort of dating the same person and also each other. But you know, they think it's fun and exciting that people call them the twins. So
I don't want to speak for Morgan, but I imagine she tells them to get the fuck up and like get ready to work.
Huh. Oh, yeah, just wanders in. You have 5 minutes. 5 minutes? Do you know 5? Do you know how time works?
5.
To them, of course, not to you, because God forbid I even bother trying to tell you what to do.
What would you like me to do?
I don't know. Go downstairs and play some music or something.
Okay. I go down and like DJ on like a laptop.
Wonderful. So Ada, when you walk up to the house, there's like music pumping, and you see a whole bunch of girls with these t-shirts on the front porch, and Lou, what are you playing for them?
Probably some like unreleased new material. Maybe I'm testing it out.
Ooh, okay, so goth
For my
pop.
band, my goth pop band, Albedo
Right.
Blues.
Obviously. The we named them. What did we name them?
The band
Yeah.
or the band members?
I have a note. I swear I have a note. Lou's band is the Albedo
Albedo
Blues.
Blues. Yeah.
Beautiful. All right. So this music is so loud, though, that anyone really across campus can hear it because it's still pretty empty. Even Ezra. Ezra, where are you?
Ooh, I think I'm just pulling up outside of the school. Again, just to really really emphasize the fact that he's rich. He himself is not pulling up. His driver
Oh my
is is pulling him up outside the school, and he's just getting out of the car. Just like past the hood of it, and then the driver knows that's just a signal to drive off, and he's going to be heading towards this building that's going to be renovated because he has to oversee what's happening here at the very least, at least know where the funds are going to and be sure that it's going to something useful.
Absolutely. What out of curiosity would Ezra consider useful?
Honestly, with Ezra, he's very much got the whole idea of like, how much does a banana cost? What, $10 kind of deal? So he's like, there has to be like in a cinema, like there has to be a cinema in there.
Oh my God.
Like maybe a bowling alley, just the really cheap stuff, like just the basics that
Cheap
any
stuff.
place would need.
My favorite thing about this character is watching Drax struggle to imagine what a filthy rich person
Yeah,
looks
it's
like.
hard.
No,
I'm
like
what
I
do
totally
have?
understand
What do I
because
not have?
I'm very poor myself, but it's fucking hilarious because the shit that comes out of your mouth.
Listen, okay, I'm trying here. But yeah, no, I think he's also room for himself, I think, because he had despite what everyone knows or actually realizes, he had a big part in actually making this happen. He pushed it way more than he probably should have for any other. Probably should have been very unbiased, but for whatever reason, he pushed for this, and he would like a little bit of the piece of the pie that he helped bake.
All right, so he's got a personal stake in this.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. Well, as you approach the house, you see Ada walking up the steps, and the gaggle of Hermina and Helena turn from Bia and embrace her too. Ada, you are being enthusiastically welcomed.
Is this Drax's first proof that Ada is alive?
I believe so. Yes, you catch the sight of those blonde pigtails. But but she's in the door and gone pretty quickly.
I will be honest, I don't think he would remember. I don't think so. I don't think he'd remember her. I'm pretty sure he's not entirely. Yeah, he would remember her.
Wow.
He's just another girl with pigtails. It doesn't really make a difference to him. So he'll be unfazed.
Dang.
Your rival's girlfriend. She's just another girl.
And the last thing she did was curse you out from your mom's cell phone.
Okay, do you
Like
think it's the
that
first
doesn't
time he's ever
happen
gotten
multiple
cursed out through his mum's cell phone? Like, it's not different, okay? It's
You're
not,
not
special.
Oh!
Wow.
hate
Bia
it here.
is still on the front porch though, and was like very like, oh my gosh, Ada, hi, come in, get comfortable, like all that stuff. Then stopped like the second they went inside, turned, hand on her hip, glaring at Ezra. What do you want?
Okay, well, that's not a very nice way to greet a friend. Hi, Bia. Hope you had a
Hi.
great summer.
Pretty good up until now. How about you?
Up until now, what happened?
I spent time with my dads.
I mean, I suppose family is always nice.
Yeah, I
my
mean, my
summer-
family's lovely. I know you can't relate.
Anyway,
Can I
I'm here
interrupt
because I'm
there?
overseeing.
Can you make a quick
Yeah,
roll
sure.
to shut him down?
Me?
Yeah.
I'd rather not.
Do it. I think you should do it. I
Do it,
recommend it because that
do
was definitely a
it.
shutdown. He didn't have to respond to that, so I definitely think that was a shutdown.
I'd really rather not. Must I?
I
You're
feel
looking at
shut
your phone
down,
number and you're like, please
so I
don't.
think it would be a great role. Watch, just watch.
We believe in you.
It could be a full success.
Just a very big personality.
Oh my
I
god!
told you. I said it.
Wow!
The dice,
Incredible!
the dice have supported a narrative.
Oh, beautiful. All right. So you get to choose. Does Ezra lose a string on you, gain a condition, or do you want to take one forward?
Does Ezra have a string on me?
I don't know because we moved to a different roll 20, so I don't know if I have a string on you if I used it or not. But
I
right
feel
now,
like
no.
No, you
I most
did
likely
use
used
it
it.
on. You used it on me. At the Lupinalia or whatever.
Ah,
Yeah, so
so
I don't
you
have a
could
string yet.
gain a string on Drac. Sorry, on Ezra.
Or impose it. No, I want a string.
I can
guess I
take a
do.
string.
Especially since like we're old freshman buddies. We were in the dorms together.
Just buddies doing buddy things.
I don't like how that sounded.
Oh no, they've never have.
Yeah, no, we've never.
Never.
To me, it
we've
sounds
done
like
in the same
murder.
room before. I
It's
guess
true.
that counts.
Yeah, there was the George Lucas of it all,
Yeah.
wasn't there?
Oh boy.
Ada's
Anyway.
only friend, George Lucas.
George Lucas. Yep.
So Morgan, you were heading out to the porch, you said?
Yeah, I'm just gonna like interrupt in the silence that Ezra has been knocked into by Bea and just like slide in, like lean against the door, but then like also somewhat against her, and then just be like, "Oh, I'm so glad a strong man has arrived. Could you go buy this list, please?"
Bia like leans into Morgan's like embrace. I feel like it's very casual, but
It is
yeah.
very casual.
Like an arm.
Very
Yeah,
casual.
she leans against you.
And this is a list of like somebody needs to go to Home Depot and buy like black matte paint, paint rollers, gloves for everyone, like rent out this and this. Like you're the one responsible for the money, right? Here's the shopping list. It would be so great if you could take care of that. I mean, like you can take some hands with you if you need to.
You're gonna like look at Morgan and then look to Bea and say, who's Do I know them?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm Morgan Yarwood.
She's the president.
Okay.
Honestly, I expect you to recognize my name.
Oh no, yes, but again, he is just an
Yep.
asshole.
She's the president of, you know.
Okay.
At this point,
And you're delegating this to me? Why?
Hermina and Helena pop up on like either shoulder. So one on Bea's shoulder and one on Morgan's. They're like,
Oh.
do you need our help?
You know what? Yes. I am not doing this, so you two can.
Oh, but I thought you were in charge of the budget, student body president.
Not the buying. I don't need to do that. I just tell you how much to spend, and you do the spending.
You can tell us anything you'd like.
Ladies, have some respect, God.
It's fine. I'm
Self-respect.
used to it.
I think it would be best if you did it. Can I try to shut him
Go
down?
ahead and roll to yeah, at this point roll.
Why is there a comment on this? Fail! Nice.
Ooh. Alright. Failing a roll like this, you come off poorly. Ezra, go ahead and give Morgan a condition.
Ooh. Maybe like she's a president and she just tried to tell me to do something and that didn't go well. So maybe, I don't know, like a failed president, something to be
A
like
tyrant?
Like powerless or
powerless.
like-
Yeah.
How dare you?
powerless.
First of all.
Or lame duck president.
Oh my god.
I don't like the word
Dare
lameness.
you, first of all?
I don't really like the word lame. I'll go with I'll go powerless.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm offended.
Fair.
If there's like this huge group of people that Ada like does not know, Bia invited her and Bia's like doing a thing. Ada absolutely does not want to involve themselves with Ezra. They would like to never see or speak to him ever again. But she's I've picked two moves that are about like creeping around on people. Can she just go like whatever floor she shouldn't be on and just start like peeking into people's rooms and like looking for looking for things? Like
Yeah.
just like kind of like, this is overwhelming, I'm just gonna go like look through the medicine cabinet.
Yeah, there's like a beautiful winding wooden staircase just inside the entrance. And if you take that staircase up to the second floor, there's like an exposed little like walk around balcony thing where you can see a whole bunch of some closed and some open doors.
Yeah, I think she kind of like goes up the stairs while like pretending she's like testing the railing to see like if it needs to be repaired.
Oh,
And then just kind of
totally.
like gives up on that pretense and starts like looking and all the open doors and like opening the closed doors.
very nice. No one is really around except for Lou, so I'm not gonna make you roll to keep your cool. But Lou, you are witness to this.
I follow
so-
curiously.
Oh, okay. All right. Ada, what role are you using to snoop? What move?
I don't know.
Which one were you thinking of?
Well, so I was thinking I have a move called Down the Rabbit Hole. When I poke my nose in affairs not meant for my kind, someone involved in the situation gains a string on you and you mark experience. So I think like she was just trying to like see what, like the last time she was here, weird stuff happened.
Okay.
And
I
it
hear
was
ya.
like fairly traumatizing,
Right.
like talking to strangers about George and his death. And like she's had kind of a weird year. Like she knows that something with this campus is off. And so I think maybe she's like she's like ghost hunting secretly.
Ooh. Okay.
We don't have any
make
ghosts here,
me-
not a single one.
What?
I mean,
There has been a ghost here
I
before,
mean, we
though.
do, and she's my bestie, but
Make me a roll with dark to like sense out
They're my
which of
bestie.
these rooms feels creepiest.
where is Lee while this is going on?
They have gone underground for the summer because it's like getting hot on the second and third floors of this house. You don't really have AC except for window units, and there are underground tunnels that keep cool, so they're kind of in like their summer home.
Ghosts
Nice.
don't
Even
like the
even
sun.
as ghosts, Leah's
Too hot.
sweating up. That's suffering.
Yeah, they don't like the swampy summer. Okay, so a 6.
I
Goodness.
failed. I have a mechanical question, MC. At the end of our last game, I had 2 experience,
Mhm.
but then you had me take an advancement. Should I start over or?
Yes.
Okay.
Thanks. I just rounded you up. Only that one person died. Yeah, that's totally what happened.
There's only the one person who died. There's the couple people erased from existence, and then there's the ghost that lives here.
Yeah.
So you know,
See,
Lou
nobody
usually-
remembers the people that were erased.
And
from
Lou
existence.
usually eats them not on the ground, so it's not a or
It's true.
whatever it is that
Lou
you do
takes
with
them into the forest, usually. Okay, so with a 6 and Lou on your tail, you actually find probably the creepiest room here. You push the door open and there's what looks like a normal, bed in there, a guitar and a synth setup and a poster on the wall that has a bunch of cool looking people. Underneath it says the Abito Blues, and I don't know, I mean, like the sheets are tussled. It looks like people have been here recently. And there's a
Super
desk. And a book on the desk that says Lamplight. It's got a big moth on the cover.
No.
What's the likelihood that Ada read these books in high school?
Did we say it was written by Bethany Stiers?
Bethany Stiers.
Would she have been into like
I think
almost
she-
fanfic?
I think she didn't really get into like the full genre,
Mhm.
but they were popular enough and she's basic enough that she absolutely read at least the first one.
Okay.
Also, we have met.
Right, we met at the party.
Briefly. Uh-huh.
So I think she's kind of just like looking at the book and looking at the poster. And I think the funniest answer is then she turns around and Lou's like in the doorway, like, what you doing in my room?
You're always here asking questions and looking for answers. How can I help?
I was just, it didn't seem like everyone was ready for work yet. So I was just, do you know what I'm supposed to do to help with the renovation? That's a question.
No idea. I don't know what I'm supposed to do either. I got bored.
Lou, how do you appear right now?
I don't know. What's Ada's type? I know not everybody's into goths, which is a belief that I can't personally understand, but still respect. But like, what is your
I was thinking about that.
ideal?
What's your
I
flavor
think-
of moth?
I don't think that Lou can ever not be a little bit goth. So I think it ends up on the like hot goth in a suit type.
All right.
Ooh.
So like very
The tie's
well
a little
put-
bit loose.
Yeah, like tie's a little bit loose, but like very well tailored.
Mhm.
And like longer hair, but like pulled into a ponytail. Like I think like clean cut, but still goth because I don't think Lou should ever not be goth.
Yeah, they're always also clean cut. One of their like descriptors is being immaculate.
Yes. And that's very
Amen, a woman. Always a little bit goth.
And then I think also like probably more masculine than they appear to like most people.
If you see masculine, then you can use he, him pronouns.
Okay.
They take any pronouns.
Yeah, so I think like definitely more masculine than most people see them as, because she's so straight. It upsets me personally.
Oh God. That sigh was
You
so
could be
genuine.
anything, and you chose to be straight.
I didn't create this character.
This is an NPC.
I just stepped into her.
Was an NPC, is absolutely now Jade's PC. Thank you.
But
Thank you
she's
for
currently
this.
still at a point where she thinks she's straight.
Yeah, she's straight.
Yeah.
She started off
You know,
painfully
she-
straight.
So far, she hasn't hung out with all the cool queers because she's been hanging out with Arthur. And before that was hanging out with George Lucas. So
Yeah.
Right.
I think I look at you like deeply though. I could kind of tell that you're like maybe not giving me the full truth about like what you're doing. Is there like a roll that I can make here to like mechanically make that real?
Yeah.
Would,
You
that,
want
would that
to
be staring
gaze into the abyss? Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna do that then. Is that cool?
Yeah.
Your supernatural understanding of people so you can eat them.
No. That's with dark, right?
Yeah. Roll my die.
drink one down.
This is also something I'm good at. Did it not go? Oh, there it goes. Oh, not good.
Ooh.
I will say,
Goodness.
if you want to count me like this, me sticking my nose in things not meant for me, then Lou can get a string on me.
I do believe that's true.
Okay.
So go ahead and take a string on Ada. However the roll
suspicious,
stands.
But I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, Lou, it seems like she's not giving you the whole truth, but you know, your band has been playing a lot on campus and you've started to attract groupies. And so you think that maybe one of them has tracked down where you live, and not in like a malicious way, but definitely in more of a obsessive way.
I'm not even on social media. How did they do that?
I know, it's just trying to get close to you. Also, hello, Q Times. Thank you so much for the raid. I hope your stream was absolutely incredible. Welcome. So yeah, it seems like Ada might be like chasing the fame that is you.
Clout chaser.
The campus art fame.
Okay. I think also on this failure, I see Adam as a little bit of a possible victim. I've been trying really hard to like be human and be like and normal and not, you know, erasing people from existence. But I think in this failure, I kind of relapse a little bit. And something about me just seems a little bit more moth-like than I did a second ago.
I think Ada also has victim energy.
She really does. It's the skin.
It's the skin. She's got precious just precious victim energy. And I think she's kind of, and also she's feeling very lost in her life right now. So she's just like, oh, I'm sorry, is this your room? I didn't mean to impose. I was just, I haven't seen anyone reading that book since like forever. It's like not even, anyway. I should probably go downstairs.
Yeah, as the two of you give
I
each
like it
other
because it's
like
ironic.
Oh, that makes sense. I read the first one because like my friends were into it, but I just never really got into them. It's like not my genre. I'm more like a contemporary fiction person.
Good to know. I think Lou is eager to get out of this room alone with you as well, because they're kind of not sure what might happen next if we stay too long in this room together.
Well, perfect timing, because someone downstairs rings a bell and is calling everyone to the main room so that Morgan and board member Bia can give everyone their instructions for the day. At this point, we're gonna take like a little montage. So, Morgan, I'm gonna say you know, like boss everyone around in your bossy way, but go ahead and give me like 3 projects that you would like the membership to work on.
1, we're repainting the insides of all of the doors. All of the walls. We're repainting all of the walls. We found like new wallpaper. It's traditional style, but it's like pink roses on black, like small flowers. So it's super classy for a 100-year-old house, but also it has like our modern aesthetic. So we're gonna wallpaper all the rooms. We're gonna clean up all of the furniture and repaint it. What's the last thing we should do? What do you think, Bea?
I think that we should work on assigning rooms for everybody in the coming year and give everybody an opportunity to kind of like decorate their door or create a sign or something. Like, there's usually going to be about like, I mean, board members obviously get their own rooms. And then everybody else is sleeping, I think 2 to 3 to a room, so you should be able to decorate it. And if you're new, hi, we'd love for you to join us in the coming year. You should stop by and talk to Morgan and I about what we have planned, if you're interested, and where you fit in. Did I do a good job? Is that how you do it?
You're perfect.
Sounded like a commercial.
Absolutely.
Ezra's just kind of like smirking, especially at Bea's part. The whole very commercial, like, it's like, oh, okay.
Bea, do you want to actually, make me a roll with hot, and
Okay.
Morgan, you can help, to like win everyone over.
Yeah.
Let Morgan roll. Ooh, yeah.
Ha!
Incredible.
I'm not powerless, see?
Oh. Oh.
I'll use that condition eventually, don't worry.
I'm not
Hey!
looking forward to it.
Incredible.
Successes all the way down.
The membership and the couple of people who you just roped into this who, aren't MUEP are enamored with you. They're so excited to clean furniture. I
It's
don't
arts
know.
and crafts.
So, repaint the furniture, make sure everything's screwed on tight, and redo all of the walls. Obviously, we have to take all the furniture out and then do the walls and then put all the furniture back in. So it's gonna like take a lot of work.
And
Mhm.
send some brave people into the catacombs,
Yes.
Oh, we have catacombs.
No, he's joking. It's just the basement. They're joking. It's just the basement.
Obviously, also only members of the sorority can go down in the basement. So.
Mm-hmm. Very
Naturally.
important rule.
Mhm.
But everybody split up, find a partner, get to work, and Bia's going to flutter over, not really, but like flit over to Ada, like link her arms through hers and just, so, do you ready to get started on a project?
Oh, yeah. I was thinking, I've done a lot of remodeling stuff with my mom. She like flips houses as a hobby. So I was thinking like I'd be useful in like prepping the walls for the wallpaper. So like I was planning on just sanding the walls if you wanted to like, I think Ada knows Bea enough to not suggest like help. If you want to help me figure out where to start.
I know the perfect room for you to start
Okay.
in. Yeah.
Cool. And then you guys head off to one of the bedrooms
I-
upstairs.
Take her. How many stories
3.
are in this? 3. Okay. So I think it's fair to say that Morgan, Bea, and any other board members, if there are other board members, are on the 3rd floor. Right?
Artemis?
Yeah.
I think just Artemis.
Artemis makes sense. Artemis is probably like there's always okay, I think I know what Bia's job is. There's always like the person who's like in charge of recruitment, which is like the fun, glamorous job. Like I get to do all the cute stuff and be cute and make everybody look cute. And then there's the officer who like deals with the bills and the regulations and the school paperwork.
And that's definitely not you.
No, not at all.
And not Morgan. That's Artemis.
That's all Artemis. But I take Ada to the, I don't think it's the biggest room on the second floor, but this room has something that the other rooms, besides Morgan's, doesn't have, which is a balcony.
What? If there's a balcony, I took it. No.
No, you have one too. It's on the third.
Okay.
Yours is on the third floor. This one's on the second floor. I know, bestie.
Beautiful. Okay. Morgan, which job would you like to oversee?
I'm gonna oversee everybody getting in groups and doing their thing, and then just like loiter around and do the like annoying micromanaging thing where I'm just like checking in on each group and never actually doing anything. Every once in a while I'm sending somebody out to, you know, get more paint, or to, you know, like buy sandwiches for everybody because we're all working so hard. Can you make sure you get me one that's pastrami with Swiss? Okay, I don't want pastrami with cheddar. That's disgusting. Yeah, at least one of those. But
yeah, perfect. And Lou and Ezra, I doubt you are doing any manual labor here.
Oh, absolutely not. I think I'm
currently
on the phone to my coterie, my vampire gang, you know, the posse, the squads, and I'm getting
squad coming up.
And I'm inviting them over. I'm just on the phone, just you know, no one calls people. I'm in the group chat texting them saying, hey, I'm gonna need some help over here renovating. If you're gonna feed on anyone, don't kill them at the very least.
Are you inviting over all your hot vampire friends? Let's go.
You are.
But yeah.
And right now
to come and help.
Yeah, you get like a couple like questioning, like eyebrow raise text back, but then, you know, someone's like, yeah, I'm a little hungry, I could come help. And that prompts, you know, most of the rest of them to say, all right, we haven't seen you in a while, you've been on your yacht.
It was honestly great.
Hot sorority girls.
That's how you should have opened.
Yeah.
Oh no, they just want to eat you. Like they don't really care. They have their people, but they just want to feed on you.
Okay, so yeah, they say they'll be over in like 10.
And then once I get that response, I'm gonna turn immediately to Lou, and just go, I'm Ezra. What's your name?
Ooh, nice to meet you. I think I'm still DJing. I think I go back to like my laptop and I'm just like people watching at this point. I can't be bothered to do like chores or anything like that. And I think I sense this energy on Ezra as well. I'm part of the sorority. I half lie.
Lou, Ezra is naturally very enchanting with his you know, his pull. You feel like, well, just as a vampire, Ezra has one string on everyone, so you feel like a little more inclined than usual to, you know, do what he says, or maybe make him like you.
I like to imagine that in like the anime version of this, we both have like magnetic auras that are like
100.
The like
but however
lightning
you want
stare.
that to manifest, just know that like Ezra has this around him, and Ezra, Lou is the same. You're like, there's something a little different about this person.
Oh, interesting.
You can't exactly put your finger on it without like digging deeper.
Can I roll to turn him on?
You can.
Right from the get-go.
Absolutely
Okay.
I mean, I'm like sensing this energy, and I don't want it to be like a struggling for dominance kind of thing, but I definitely want to like be on equal footing.
Man, Lou knows what they're about.
Interesting. Okay.
Go ahead.
It's less like fighting you for power, but more like pull up a chair. Let's talk.
Yeah.
Which one of us is hotter? Let's see.
7.
Okay, all right, a 7. It's still a partial success. So,
Can I
Ezra,
can
you
I
get to
feel
choose.
this and be like, yes, you are attractive, but I still want to be the most powerful one in this relationship that we're going to be having soon, and I want to roll to shut this down if I can.
Ooh!
So I'll turn you on. No. We
I
don't
love
play
the
that
idea
way.
that
No,
we're not
no,
even
no.
like talking. We're just like looking into each
It's
other's
just-
eyes.
yeah.
Like,
Yes, this is all voiceover in the anime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll to shut them down.
It's the tennis scene.
My code isn't very good, but wait, hold on. Yeah, okay.
You do have a string on Lou.
I'm gonna save it. Let's just see how I roll. Oh, both partial success.
Another partial success. I think we have to resolve both of these because they just they match. Okay, so Drac, you choose how to respond to Lou's advances. One from the turn them on list. Or you can just choose to give them a string.
Oh, absolutely not giving a string. What's the
But then you're also going to choose from the shutting them down list, which
Yeah,
also
okay.
potentially includes them losing a string on your So it's you give them a string, or you give yourself over, you promise something you think they want, or you act awkward about it.
Oh, I didn't expect to be turned on today. Thank you.
I think I'm gonna just give the string and take it away then.
Okay.
I think it's literally a response of like, oh, okay, no, wait a second, no. And so it's literally
Hold up.
hold on a second.
Wait.
You start to get a little crush, and then something inside of you is like, no! Smush it back down. Absolutely not. Okay.
So, Lou,
so
you
there's-
mentioned
Yeah.
catacombs.
oh, I was making a joke.
Oh well, at the very least, Bia mentioned a basement. Could you show me there?
That's only for people rushing and people that work here.
I mean, if you can't tell, I am working here, and honestly, this wouldn't really be happening if it wasn't thanks to me. So I think I've done my part.
Oh, by the way, did I get one of the things from the shut someone down list?
Oh, I get to choose. Yeah. So for you turning me on, you get a string. I gave you a string, but then for my shutting you down, I get to take away a string. So I took the string away from you again.
Oh, so it's just neutral.
Yeah. So it's neutral. Just cancel each other out.
Yeah.
Well, what brings you here? Are you here to help? That doesn't seem correct.
I mean, I suppose in a way I'm bringing over friends who are going to be helping out with a lot of this renovation. It seems like you're going to need to do a lot of heavy lifting. And no offense to the people who are part of the sorority, they don't seem very built for heavy lifting.
Oh, so he's a misogynist.
Is that supposed
joking,
to
I'm
be
joking.
surprising?
First of all, he's not a misogynist.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? This Capricorn man comes out of fucking nowhere.
What do you
pulls up in
mean?
His
What do you mean?
car
Wow.
yacht combo. Starts all he's done since he's gotten here is talk about, well, you wouldn't have this without me. Everything
That's true.
it's without me.
Because it's true.
These girls can do heavy
Listen!
lifting.
A girl he's literally known for a year is like, oh, that's just some girl in pigtails. I don't remember her at all.
Oh.
That's because he
Literally.
doesn't remember anyone. You're all wow, damn. Jeez.
So you are-
he's
so
an
we're
all
arsehole,
on
but
the
not a
same
bad
So
page.
guy.
everything that we've said
Jesus.
about Ezra is true, is what you're saying.
No.
And then you hit us with the, well, people around here out there, I mean, look at all these girls.
I'm sorry, have you met his mum? Do you really think he's gonna look at his mum and say that he thinks that women are weak?
Listen.
Wow.
I am listening to the things that are being said. I'm looking at the material.
Wow, okay.
So
cool.
Lou, Ezra is being very convincing here, but it is, ultimately up to your judgment call. Are you going to bring him into the basement?
I forget what the deal with the basement was.
It's kind of just the ritual space, but also like storage space.
It really is just like we use it for rushing, and when we were pretending to be witches, we would have like nightly
Seances
rituals down there.
Yeah.
And honestly, that witch stuff is probably still there. Like there's a chalk pentagram, but like it's not drawn properly. It would not activate if you tried.
Right now, I will say this. Right now, Bia is trying to, what her personal renovation project is to basically turn that into like a mushroom subterranean fairy circle.
Perfect. I love that.
Adorable.
But I think that's only between Bia and Morgan. But like Bia has like explained to Morgan why that's important, especially with our multi-level marketing approach to connecting to the Fae realm.
Yes. Right, absolutely. It was a fake magic circle, and it will become a true Fae circle.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hey,
look at that! It's a perfect temperature for growing mushrooms, actually.
Do I get a sense at all of why Ezra's here? Like, what do you intends to accomplish here?
I mean, it seems like he's just being kind of self-important.
Just
on
sticking his
campus.
fingers in other people's business.
Heard there's one place he wasn't supposed to go and immediately tries to convince somebody to take him there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that. Uh-huh.
Yeah. And just tell everybody you should be thanking me.
You should be inviting me in right now.
Typical vampire.
Absolutely.
I don't know what to tell because I don't think going into the basement is necessarily interesting here if there's nothing to see there, unless we do know that ghosts like to
Hang around the house.
burrow in the summer apparently.
Burrow.
It's true, they do.
All right, if Ezra's is bored, I'm bored. Let's go to the basement.
All right. So you slip downstairs and the door shuts and all is dark.
We can both see in the dark, right?
Probably. It would be very weird if a vampire couldn't see in the dark.
I think you probably can. Yeah, there's just, like stuff around here. But you flick on the light and head down the stairs. And the rest of the afternoon pretty much just passes with everyone working, talking, getting to know each other, trying to convince each other to rush. And, Ezra and Lou like fucking around and digging through the boxes of
I try to
witch
convince Ezra
stuff.
that we summoned a demon in this pentagram.
I think he looks
Does
at
it
the
work?
pentagram.
I
He looks
mean,
at the pentagram and just goes, "No, you didn't."
TBH, that might be the pentagram that like actually did send us to the Fae realm, me and Keith. So who knows?
I mean, it didn't
Possibly.
summon a demon though.
I mean, we did it for a
Bia-
music video.
Bia did want to talk to Ada, but we
Mhm.
could wait to do
Yeah,
that.
so I mean, I think dinner would be the perfect time for that because just as the sun is setting behind fluffy little clouds,
And it's basically we're gonna party all night.
Hermina and
I will
I will
Helena.
say, as I arrived in the morning.
Yeah.
Ada is absolutely very capable. I established this last time. She's a very capable lady. And so she absolutely completely re-wallpapered Bia's room.
Nice.
Lovely.
At least. And like moved on to like whichever room Bia I think Bia then took her to Morgan's room. So Ada has successfully re-wallpapered Bia and Morgan's room.
Thanks.
Bia-
Just personally.
Bia, Morgan, and then that one special room with the balcony that I took you to. Those
Yeah.
are the 3 rooms we had.
Yes. But as the sun sets, one of the sisters comes in with, to go, trays of lasagna and spaghetti and garlic bread, and the smell floats up and down, and everyone is just getting ready to head in for dinner when the fluffy clouds across the sunset suddenly turn dark. Lightning flashes across the sky, and all the lights go out. And we're gonna take a little break. See you soon.
They can't see you anyway.
Hello. We back. Hopefully the audio levels are still good. Can one of my Zoom
No,
participants?
we cannot talk. We are mute. We do not speak.
I have lost all
I
of my
don't think-
words.
Good. All right, so right before we left, the whole sorority had spent a whole day working hard on cleaning up and redoing the house. Lou and Ezra have been playing in the basement. Food's here, and all of a sudden the lights go out. Ada and Bia, you are up in one of these bedrooms with the balcony, and you see the sky, you know, just a second ago it had been like beautiful shades of pink and orange. It is dark now, and there's, you know, like thunder that's shaking the leaves on the tree outside.
I think that Ada is panicking a little bit. I think her last experience in a blackout was pretty
Not great.
was pretty not great. You know, she wasn't having an orgy. And I think she like kind of instinctually just kind of like reaches out and like grabs whatever part of Bia she can reach, which might be like closer to her shoulder than her hand. Because Ada's like 5'6", so
Yeah, I'm currently 5'3".
so it's like maybe it's like
It's
like grab like
chunky
your
heels.
elbow, and then I think she kind of looks over and goes, oh, I'm sorry, I just
No, it's okay. I'm super freaked out too.
Maybe she's
sorry,
born with
I
it,
don't
maybe it's day magic.
I don't really like the dark.
Dark?
It's silly. I shouldn't be such a baby
it's-
about it. Arthur's always telling me I shouldn't be such a baby about the dark. Like it's not. It's not
What?
really
Like
a
we
thing.
should be listening to Dark? Like we should really be listening to Arthur's opinion?
Well, I mean, he is my. We're gonna get back together probably. We're just on a
I'm
break.
so
right
glad
now.
it's dark, so she cannot see Bia's smile. What? You and Arthur on a break?
Oh, yeah. I mean, like, I guess it's like a little on the down low. I just there's some stuff happened like a month ago, like right at the end of the school year, and I just kind of wanted to like I don't know, like take some time for myself and figure out where I was at, and like I just figured this summer would be a good time to like unplug, and then like we can start fresh in the fall, you know?
Yeah, no, it's a brand new school year. You can be a brand new person. Like, you know, change and adjust in the way that you want to. Which, if you ask me, doesn't have to include Arthur. It probably shouldn't. He's not a good guy.
Bia, do you want to make any roles to go along with this inspirational girl talk?
Like that you're having a heart-to-heart as soon as everything goes dark.
I was
Yeah.
actually about to try to do a shutter down.
Ooh.
Dare you?
For talking bad about Arthur?
Yeah. Be like, Arthur and I are good together. He
Oh.
loves me.
All right, go ahead and roll to shut her down.
So I get to take 2 by using his name as a threat.
Oh, jeez. But Liv, if you, oh no.
If I what?
If you also wanted to roll to enhance your convincingness or anything like that, you can also
Yeah,
take a roll.
I think I'm like, in a way, trying to turn her on.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, I don't think Bia is coming at this with, like, the usual vitriol that she does when it comes to Arthur.
Yeah.
I think she's really trying to, like, just be genuine. And it's kind of just like, I mean, you know, yeah, you know Arthur better than I do. But I did know him. And I look at the person that he's becoming, and I just don't think it's good for him. I definitely don't think it's good for you. I just think that you're a girl who deserves someone who, like, is gonna do more for her. When I look and I see, like, social media or I see you two running around, I see you doing a lot for him.
He's like the cultist guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Arthur's the cultist guy who I'm dating.
And I
Yeah.
unfortunately don't really have any moves. I have 5 strings on Arthur, but not any moves.
Yeah.
I would just like to point out
Ada.
mechanically, what I just did gives Arthur another string on Ada.
Jesus.
Wow. Ada, before Liv rolls on this, go ahead and choose your one effect of successfully delivering, this defense of the gallant Arthur. You gain 1 string on Bia. You give her a condition, or you take 1 forward.
I think I think I'm gonna take the string.
Okay. So you have 1 string on Bia. Liv, go ahead and roll hot for us.
Yeah, it's a 9.
Success. Okay. All right. So, Ada, you get to choose. Give a string over to Bia, or promise the thing that you think she wants, or act awkward and embarrassed about it.
I think that in Bia's whole speech saying that Ada deserves better, Bia like also referenced the fact that Bia and Arthur had a thing, which like Ada knows but like tries very hard not to think about. She's absolutely gonna get awkward and uncomfortable and be like,
baby.
We're good. People change, and it changes. He's probably changed a lot since you like knew him, and puts that emphasis on new, like implying the word biblically is in that sentence.
Between you and me, I hope he's changed a lot. Again, you deserve better.
That's harsh. You literally like took his virginity, okay?
I know, right? I am being
But damn.
very
A social construct.
a social
correct.
construct. He has no excuse. It's a social construct.
Speaking of
I think that if
constructs.
I think if we're pulling that string out further, though, then Arthur then took Ada's social construct.
Oh. Well,
Bia doesn't know what a social construct is, but anyway.
speaking
I
of
think
constructs, Ezra and Lou, you were in the
Wait, what?
basement.
I'm the
I
construct.
thought that was
Oh, yeah,
awesome.
construct, right?
It's
Yeah,
a
I
great
can
transition.
say
I thought that
Lou.
was a great transition. I saw it. I was like, make room on the court for Guilty. She's
Yep.
dribbling down.
I'm like, what if a VTuber was the moon?
Wait a minute.
Wait, that's
Don't worry about it. What were you saying, Guilty?
I see it.
So you two were like, I think you'd found some like chicken bones that Morgan had, you know, for their witch shenanigans, and we're like sitting on either side of the misdrawn pentagram, like essentially playing jacks with them against each other.
Two actual monsters looking at some like human shit, being like, "This is cute."
This is so cute. Yeah, no. This pentagram is all wrong. Okay, this is how they should have drawn it. Like, and he's
Yep.
going through the paces as well.
And then suddenly the lights go out.
I have a move that I would like to do,
Ooh,
if that's okay,
what is
in
this?
response to this. I would like to stare into the abyss, and I'm hoping to get a 7+ because I can do a thing if that happens. So I want to shoot my shot here.
Roll with
Yeah.
dark.
All right. Come on. Give me a full success. I haven't had one of those yet. No!
No.
The dice hate me tonight.
You're getting
Anyways,
so many experience though.
Okay.
So
Guilty.
So
I want
when
to ask you if I can reflavor this somehow, though, because like on a 7 to 9, what my move says is that like I look into the abyss, and what does it say? The abyss shows me what I must become, and I can permanently swap 2 of my stats. Maybe the abyss. Maybe I interpret it wrong.
When you look into the abyss normally, I assume it's you gazing into like a bright light, like maybe the moon. Does that sound right for Lou?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Lou rises and goes up to the window and gazes out, looking for what they know should be a full moon. But this thick cloud cover is just everywhere. So even though you're meditating on this, you don't get any like messages back.
Okay.
So we
I think this is probably clear to Ezra that my like vibe instantly changes from like this confident monster to like a frail, weak thing that has lost its power.
Oh no, he immediately loses interest. So I think he kind of like sees Lou walk over to the window and just go, is everything okay?
Something's happening. Maybe we should go investigate.
Yeah, it's just a power outage. Are you scared of the dark?
No. Let's go.
Okay.
That was convincing.
Uh-huh. I'm kind of getting bored down here anyway, and
Morgan.
just
Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
yeah, just gonna head up the stairs to see what's going on.
Morgan, there's screaming girls all around you. One of the pasta tins has been overturned, but you are the master of your domain, so you know you're in control of the situation as much as you can be, until you hear footsteps creaking up the basement stairs.
Up the basement. Okay. Morgan's already like, okay, everybody, it's fine. I'm sure when we were painting and moving stuff around, we just knocked something, a switch or whatever. Everybody sit down.
Another
calm down,
crack
let's
of
take
lightning
deep breaths.
flashes past the window, and then thunder. Boom!
Or it's a freak
Shakes the
thunderstorm,
house.
whatever. Just like hold hands with whoever's near you. We'll all be fine. We'll just have a party, okay? It's fine.
Hermina and Helena are on either side of you, and they hold each other's hands but it's like they've got you stuck between them. They're
Yep.
holding their
Like a
both
ring
of their
around?
hands.
Okay, ladies. I'm gonna like try to separate their hands and then put them around like Athena. I'm sure Athena's nearby. Just like link them around
Sure.
Athena instead. Excuse me, who is in the basement? I'm hearing you.
It's not
Nobody
Athena,
was
I'm
supposed to be down
Aaliyah. Gosh,
there. Sorry, Aaliyah. Where's your sister?
I don't know. It's dark.
Okay, whatever.
We don't have like
Hey,
twin sense.
who was down in the basement?
I think once the like lightning flashed, Lou gets a little bit more confidence back, and they emerge through the door and says, "Oh, it was just us. We were doing witchcraft."
Yeah, seems to be doing a better job than all of you were doing down there. Whenever you weren't there
Bia
last.
is like up at the stairs. We don't do witchcraft.
Yeah, you don't. You really don't.
No,
I'm
like
gonna
we
say if-
literally don't do witchcraft. We rebranded, please.
Oh, I mean before the rebranding. No, I noticed the rebranding. I mean before as well. You weren't really
I'm
doing a
gonna-
great job.
even being awkward and uncomfortable, Ada is holding Bia's hand because Ada is legitimately afraid of the dark.
Bia is
you've been
holding
instructed to
Ada's
hold
hand
hands.
as closely and tenderly and confidently as she can. You can trust Bia to take care of you.
Are y'all at the top of the stairs right now?
Mhm.
We're all just like shouting from like 3 different places.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, like so Ada's hand in one, arm on the railing on the other, leaning down. Who the fuck was in the basement?
Lou and I.
You hear it, yeah, that familiar voice. Although
I
you can't
told you.
see who's there.
I told you not to go down into the basement.
And you thought I'd listen. Why?
Suddenly a fire crackles to light in the fireplace, and you see, all of the siblings of the house let out a little cheer and sit down crisscross applesauce in front of the fire and start passing around the tray of lasagna.
Who lit the fire?
Artemis turns around. Some of us are competent here.
Well, yeah, you're the most confident of us, Artemis. We all know that.
Morgan, I like her. Let's keep her.
Already doing it. Duh.
Come on,
I
guys.
like, look at Ada. I look at Ada. The girls, everybody here is really nice. Yeah, good. And I like lead Ada down into the middle of the circle with all the siblings.
We're doing that speech about how it's a sorority, but like you don't have to be femme presenting if you want to be part of a sorority. That's not a requirement in Kit. I forgot what Keith's name
Technically,
is.
the school told you that you couldn't even just discriminate by genders, so you have to admit males if they want in as well.
It's just
of
like
course you
for
let
so
in non-binary
many
people.
It's just like for so many years, like if you go to other schools and they have like co-ed Greek organizations, they're still called fraternities. No matter like what your gender identity is, you're still called a brother. We decided to like do it a little bit different. So we're a sorority. We all have
all
siblings.
sisters.
Yeah, sisters, brothers, sibs, whatever you want. We even take like, if you tell us what you want to call us, we'll call you that. But we just didn't want to.
We're all about bringing the inner light out.
I think that's a really good like reclaiming of our language, which is so like masculine first.
Having this serious conversation as like the weird ghostly shit is happening.
Yeah, me and
Like,
Jim
we
had
are-
a whole conversation about how Ada is absolutely undeclared, but going for like a women's studies or like
Why?
anthropology major, and so she
Suddenly-
starts like trying to talk theory with some
Nice.
of these other siblings.
And also, Lou, anything to distract from the fact that there's weird shit going on. Because I think the second, like, the rest of the sorority is, like, caught into it, Bia's, like, looking at Morgan, like, you see this shit? What is happening?
Bam, 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 bam. There's a knock at the door.
Okay, I'm gonna go answer. I'm gonna go answer.
Oh, no.
Okay. All right.
Oh no.
Do you like try and peek through the peephole or just swing the door open?
Well, I don't know. I don't think we have a peephole, but there's definitely like those thin windows on either side of like the ornate door, right?
Yeah.
And we have brand new curtains, dusty rose. I'm just gonna like peek.
I mean, it's hard to see because it's pretty dark out, but it looks like there's a group of people standing outside the door.
I'm gonna push past Morgan, and I'm assuming this is my charcuterie board, my
your coterie.
My coterie, yeah.
I go to sit down with Helena and Ermina to try to get some like narcissist power back.
They
immediately fawning over you.
Yes, they clasp your hand on either side. Lou, oh my gosh, we're so glad you're here.
Let me read your fortunes in the fire, and I come to take them to the fireplace. I just lit up.
Incredible.
Wow, what a move.
Morgan, do you let Ezra open the door? Or do you want to contest this?
Apparently, when it comes to Ezra, I am powerless, so I don't think I can stop him. Plus, my volatile is a -1, so like.
All right, so Ezra, you swing open the door, and yeah, your coterie is there, dressed pretty nicely too, but like sort of like casual, like rich people in streetwear nice.
Yeah,
they're like
exactly,
what
yeah.
they imagine a college party to be like.
What does a college party?
The Gucci, the Gucci sweat.
The Gucci sweatsuit, you know, the
Awful.
Supreme
Pre-ripped
shirts.
jeans that were made by, I don't know, the blood, sweat, and tears of
Something
Yeah.
Supreme.
hard workers, obviously, yeah.
Oh,
Hey, Ezra!
The Balenciagas that look like socks, definitely for sure.
Oh God.
Naroba, Alicia, Mecca, Alex, come in. Actually, I think he's gonna like look behind him at the people sitting by the fire.
What? Can
He's gonna,
vampires invite other vampires in? What is this?
Yeah.
This is not your house. This is not your home. And as a fae creature, I will invoke the laws of hospitality. No.
First of all, vampires, not all vampires need to be invited into a home. That's a thing you get to choose as a move, and I'm just gonna assume that they don't get to choose it. They didn't choose it. Secondly, I own this just as much as you do, so I am able to. Yeah, on paper I do, so I can
disagree.
invite them over. So I invite them in, and then I look behind me at everyone sitting at the fireplace and just turn back to them and say, "I think dinner's ready as well."
Does Bia know any like fae lawyers that could
My dad's, my papa.
Could
I mean, it
Ada
seems
be
like
like,
your dads and my
supernatural
mum are
contracts.
good friends, apparently.
could Ada be like very keyed into this conversation that's happening by the door? I feel like Ada is
Go ahead
always
and make a
little bit...
roll for it.
Okay.
Roll me dark to see if you've like perked up to the conversation. But
I feel like-
give yourself one forward because you are naturally suspicious of Ezra.
Yeah, I was gonna
After
say, I
his
feel
mom
like
pushed
Ada's-
you in a pit.
I think
Yeah.
even before his mom pushed me in a pit, I was always like hyper aware of where Ezra was.
Yeah, that's
Because
fair.
I had
Yeah,
I had a crush on him.
All right, roll me dark and take one forward. Morgan, before anyone walks over the threshold, 13.
Yeah.
All right, you hear everything that's happening, Ada. Every single thing. Before anyone crosses over the threshold, Alicia, the tallest in the front.
Yes, Alicia,
okay.
Tallest for sure, but probably taller than Ezra actually.
Gazes into your eyes and gives a little wink. Says, could we come in, darling?
Well, I suppose dinner is ready, but y'all didn't really help. So, are you bringing us anything?
Oh, yes. And she like gives a little bring it out motion. And a mecha, they, them?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
That's actually literally what I wrote. Okay.
Yeah. Emeka pulls 2 handles, one of rum and one of vodka, from their Supreme duffel bag, and like pushes
Supreme,
them
God
towards
damn
you.
it. I hate
We
them,
brought
man.
party supplies.
Well, I sure hope you brought cups, but come in.
Oh, shit. Okay, thank you.
Hmm.
And they all file in. Ada, did you want to do anything with this knowledge that a bunch of Ezra's friends are entering? You did
Again,
roll very well.
I think Ada is now like so upset. And like possibly even more scared than she was in the dark. So I think like she rolled dark to like hear that conversation.
Yeah.
I think she's gonna roll dark to try to. So
Just tell me what you want to do, because this is a really good roll, and I
Yeah.
might let you take it forward. So give me the gist.
I think that she wants to reach out to Typhon and is like, "Am I safe here?"
Ooh.
And I was
Girl,
going to say, if you
no.
wanted me to roll another dark, I was willing to like
Girl,
accidentally put my
yes.
hand in the fire.
Oh,
Baby girl, no.
boy.
Ma'am!
I have a move that if I take 1 harm, I can get a +2 on my dark rolls.
I hate
This
that.
character is the
Damn.
messiest.
Yeah, she really is a trauma sponge. Yeah, go
Also-
ahead and take one forward on this from knowing that something's up. You know, like
Okay.
you're bringing valuable information to Typhon, so he's more willing to talk with you.
Ugh, nope.
Partial
not as good.
success. Was that with the +2 of the?
No, that was just
harm?
a 1.
Oh, but still a 9 with +2.
Okay,
Yeah, so
but
it's
it's
to
a
be a partial
9.
success.
Yeah. Okay. All right. But you're gazing into the abyss. You're asking Typhon, "Am I?
Am I safe here?" Because like her last experience with people related to Ezra was very bad. But it also was
Yeah.
what led her to like actually have communication with Typhon
Right.
for the first time.
The fire sort of dances in front of your eyes, and at first it just looks like regular, you know, flames, but then they kind of ball up into a shape. It looks like a curly head of hair, and then the edges peak up and start to look like a butterfly instead. And a little like ember butterfly flies out of the fireplace and lands on your shoulder and then disappears into ash.
Okay. So I
Honestly?
I have to-
Wait, that might be good. That could be good.
Beautiful imagery. I liked it.
so I had to, is this sparks coming out of the fire what caused me the harm, or did I like kind of, because I kind of had to like choose
I think you
to
got
do-
too close. You maybe like put your hand on the bricks right in front of it and left them there too long.
Right. So I think she kind of like recoils back and is like thinking about that vision, and I think she just kind of like turns, and like maybe some of the like siblings are like, "Oh no, your hand," and she just kind of like turns and looks at Bia.
As soon as you see Bia, you get an overwhelming feeling of safeness. But only when you're looking right at Bia.
Honey, did something happen to your hand? Here, come here.
Oh, yeah, I got it a little too close to the fire. I don't think it's like really burnt or anything.
Okay. Still, and I like take Bia like cracks open her hydro flask. She's a college student. And pours out like a little bit of ice to put it onto Ada's hand.
Sweet. Adorable. Meanwhile, Alicia,
I
Mecca,
think-
Alex, and Nairobi are crashing in here and using like their cell phone flashlights to look through the cupboards in the kitchen for cups. And Alex comes out with a stack of red Solo cups and shouts to the party, "Hi! We're new here. We brought libations."
Thank God. Everything they had here was ridiculously cheap. I'm just gonna grab grab a vodka and pour it into a cup and just
Oh my
chug
god.
it.
It's Chopin.
Bea just rolls her eyes and turns back to Ada.
You guys are kind of sitting alone now at the fire because the rest of the siblinghood has gotten up to see who these very attractive strangers are who just came in. Except for maybe Lou. Lou, where are you at?
I was sitting in front of the fire with
With
and
your
Hermina.
gal pals.
Yeah.
Do you want to roll me hot to see if they resist the vampire visitors
Oh, is this like a
in favor of you?
victim territory thing now? I'm trying to like actually like kind of date
Wow.
them. I haven't eaten them yet.
I mean, the pull
I haven't
of
eaten
the
them
new...
yet. Romance isn't dead.
Hey, I didn't mean it like that. This isn't like a Batman thing.
No. I didn't make it like a Batman thing.
Oh, God!
For once, I'm not making a sex joke.
I already explained. Lose / me is a switch. Let's see. What was I saying?
Do you want to put in effort so that Hermina and Helena do not get up and leave you? Not leave you
Yeah,
forever,
'cause-
but like leave you to investigate the new hot thing, or
I think so.
are you gonna?
Because,
Okay, all right.
like,
Go ahead and roll
I'm
hot
trying
for me.
really hard to be human. I'm trying to
Yeah.
not see my conquests as. Oh, that's a terrible word. I shouldn't have said that word.
You're literally a monster. It's
I
okay.
mean, kind of,
Yeah.
yeah.
I want to see them as people and things
Aw.
that I care about.
Aw.
See, things. Lou's struggling here. Let's see. What would I roll?
Hot.
Hot. Okay.
To turn them
Let's see if
on
I
and
can
keep
finally get a
them-
good roll.
Oh,
tonight.
you're owed one.
There we go.
Nice.
I know that's right.
Finally, yeah.
12. Beauteous.
Cool.
All right.
I had a string on them that I could have spent too, but I'll save that.
You gain another on each of them,
Hell yeah.
and they choose a reaction. So how are you like turning on the charm?
As I described earlier, I'm like reading their fortunes in the fire. I'm just doing
Yes.
some like bullshit, like mystic shit. Just trying to like, give off that like mysterious, enigmatic, like goth energy. I maybe like, I know them well enough to maybe invoke that like, oh, I see you as like twin souls, even though you don't share the same blood, and like.
Nice.
They're twin spirits connected from previous lives.
Oh
Yeah.
my
Yep.
gosh.
Twin flames, is that what it is?
Mhm.
Yes. Their hands squeeze yours tighter. And they're like, Lou, you were so... Sorry, this is Hermina. Hermina says, Lou, you are so insightful. And Helena butts in with, oh my gosh, yes, they are. They just like see straight through to my soul every single time. Lou, I know what you are.
Excuse me.
Hermina, you see it too, right? Hermina nods her head.
Luke gets a bit anxious. Well, what do you see in me?
You're our third flame.
Is suddenly relieved. I also love that like Lou is kind of trying to like prevent like a Twilight kind of situation where like the hot vampires come in and now the vampire and the Mothman have to fight over the same partners.
You're doing great. You're doing great, Sweaty.
Cringe. I love it though. I'm definitely people watching though, as these like I already got like not bad or weird vibes off of Ezra, but like vibes I need to pay attention to.
Monster vibes.
Yeah, fellow creature vibes. So I'm definitely as much as these women are fawning over me, I'm also kind of like looking back and just assessing the situation with all these other, people magnets.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh. And hello. Shout out Shelby as a
Hi,
nerd. Thank you so
Shelby.
much for the raid.
How was the Avatar one shot?
Oh my gosh. Yes, that was today.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for calling here.
Whoa.
Y'all, if you don't know, just taking a real quick pause. If you don't know this incredible streamer, Shelby is an awesome TTRPG person. And yeah, totally catch the VOD to that stream because there were great people playing in it and it seemed really cool. Thank you for coming by. All right, so Lou, you are keeping eyes on this situation. Ada and Bia, you are, also kind of clued in something's happening here. Morgan, you just let a whole charcuterie of vampires into your house.
Sure did.
Ezra, these are your cousins.
Friends and family. Yeah.
And you've let them know that dinner is served.
Yep. So I think
Want
all
to
of us are
elaborate on
like-
that?
I think right now we're just drinking. Right now we're just wholesome drinking. We're like all the other siblings have been joining in. They're like doing like little small drinking games like linking arms and chugging whatever they brought in. And I think Ezra specifically is gonna be. I was gonna say targeting, but that sounds awful. It's gonna be
You're a vampire, get
partying.
over it.
They're gonna be partying with Artemis, and they got an aura of a level of power here. And after Lou revealed their almost fragile state, even for a second, Ezra lost interest almost immediately.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
And is next
Vampires have their own
conquest.
weaknesses.
Yeah. And then it went straight for Artemis. So it's just kind of like, it seems like you've got a good bunch of siblings here. You're running things here, right?
Question, are the lights still off?
Yeah, everything's just lit by firelight right now and cell phone flashlights. Artist's like, well, I'm on board. Really, Morgan, Bia, and I run everything.
Okay, what do you do then?
Everything.
So I was right. Yeah, no, I could tell they don't. Is it hard running everything on your own?
Is it hard using lines
Guilty.
that cheesy?
Guilty. Can I just?
I'm sorry, you just said that you were running everything on your own. I'm just asking if that was hard.
I just want to point out to the GM for a sec that I do have a telepathic connection to my gang members. That's one of my advancements.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if Bea counts as that because I feel like just being a PC.
No,
But,
but Artemis, Aaliyah, Hermina, and Helena do.
Yeah, great. It says I can always hear their emotions and fears. If I try to hear specific thoughts, I need to gaze into the abyss. But just like if she starts getting too loudly annoyed at Ezra, I think I might get clued in.
Right now, she's enjoying his attention, but she's trying very hard to like make it seem like she's not. So if you want to get anywhere with her, you're gonna have to make a roll. Drac.
Oh, okay. Sure. Let's see how this goes. I think this is technically my first roll. Nope, I did a shutdown as well. Success, got a 12.
A 12. Take that string. Morgan, you immediately feel like a jump in lust in one of your gang members. And you look over to the fireplace to see that where Artemis used to be standing like hand on a hip, she's like softening and doing the hair spin thing, and it's like, well, yeah, I mean, it is really hard sometimes, but I have a really nice room up at the top of the house if you want to go see it.
That would be perfect, actually. You seem very stressed. I want to at least help relieve that for you.
Let's go.
No.
And y'all slink away. Morgan, are you telepathizing?
Am I telepathizing? I mean, I think I could tell from using my eyes that she's just like, you want to go back up to my room?
Mm-hmm.
I probably know what that looks like on Artemis.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I'm not a big fan of Ezra, but as far as I'm aware, Ezra's human.
Right.
As far as I'm aware.
And if someone sleeps with one of your gang members, they become part of the sorority. Part of the gang?
No,
Or
I
you
need
get a
many
string
bodies
on
for
them.
that. That's many bodies.
Ah.
If I sleep with someone, then I
right.
have control
Okay.
over them.
All right.
That is the next advancement I'm planning on taking. But yes, thank you.
All right. So, Ezra, what does your like move get you?
That's actually not what I wanted to do.
Oh.
He's just pretending he's gonna eat her instead.
Yes.
I
In fact,
see
you know
what-
what? I think
I
I'll do
knew-
both anyway, because, you know, there's some biting involved. So I think
Okay.
it works.
All
It
right.
makes sense.
All right. So you head up to a private place. You do some private things. She's super into it. And then you feel the need to do something more.
Yes. I think just when it's reaching its climax, for lack of a better term, I'm going to bite into her neck and feed off of her.
If this is the first time they've ever been fed on, you both mark experiences. This is the first time Artemis has been fed on by a vampire. When you feed, choose 2. You heal 1 harm, you take 1 forward, or they definitely don't die.
This is interesting. I don't want him to die. They're not gonna die. That's one I'm definitely gonna keep. I'm not harmed. I mean, actually, no. Does my harm carry over from the last game? Or am I
No,
good
you've been
now?
chilling on your
I'm
yacht
good.
for a
Okay,
month.
cool. Yeah, that's true. Okay, then in that case, I want to take 1 forward with her as well.
All right, go ahead and mark that down. Do your... Okay. Oh, so, ooh, interesting. This is the first time you fed on someone and not killed them.
Yeah.
She realizes while you're doing this, what you're doing. How much do you feed?
I think it's not enough for it. Like, she's not dying. She's not. I don't think she really feels that much different. I think it's just like, wow, there's more blood than I realized, and
She's like, oh,
maybe
you
also I'm kind of
broke the
into it.
skin. Do I look okay? It's not bad, is it?
No, it's looks great actually.
Aww.
Just think of it as a gift.
If I have to do dry cleaning, you're paying.
Gladly.
All right.
Round 2.
You're not getting extra rolls for this.
I'm not like, no. This is for flavor wise. This is wrong.
However, I must stipulate, when you have sex with someone, you lose all strings on them.
Ooh, that is very true. Yeah, I'll lose strings on her.
Well, you had one because you're a vampire and you're hot, but now you have lost them.
Yeah.
All right. No strings. Ezra. All right. Back down at the fireplace, some of the siblings have gone to bed, decided to like make a little cuddle puddle in that big second floor room with the balcony. But others are grouping up again by the fire. And who's Artemis's twin? Aaliyah sort of elbows Bea in the side. It's like, Bea, should we do it? Should we do the traditional rush game?
Do I know what this is?
No one has mentioned a traditional rush game to you before.
Can I say before Bia gets pulled away that
Mhm.
I'm going to heal my harm because Liv and I decided that Bia delicately and intimately and perhaps with erotic subtext helped tend to my wound, which is a mechanic of this game.
I mean, I did use
Ooh.
ice.
That was very cute. Yes, you can definitely take healing.
And I
from
will
that.
say if Lou was like sitting and people watching around the fire, it definitely like picked up on this like moment that Bia and Ada had.
Yeah, I think I also people watching and making sure the party's going well notice. I'm not sure how I feel about it though.
So I will say this. Well, I definitely agree that there is slightly homoerotic subtext. For Bia, it was very much like I am trying to like tend and care for you. It was very sisterly.
You want Ada to be your little.
I would
Huh?
say,
You want Ada to be your little.
I want Ada to be my little.
Mm-hmm.
and I think for Ada, this is just like, oh, this is human compassion, and also What
is this what healthy relationships?
Human compassion, yes.
Lou is watching this with intense curiosity. Like, wow.
Taking notes.
Empathy.
Thorough
Absolutely.
notes.
I think this
Absolutely.
is like Ada doesn't have a lot of just like kindness in her life,
Mm-hmm.
and like yeah, I think this is just like, oh, this is different. I like it, but I'm very confused, and also like there was the whole vision in the fire thing, which is just
Mhm.
like added to this confusion.
Amazing.
That's true.
I like how creepy stuff happened and we're all just vibing.
Yeah. Well, okay.
Yes.
I was actually going to look into that on my little
Same.
moment.
Mm.
But I look at Aaliyah. Yes. You set everything up. Tell the other siblings. I'm gonna go talk to Morgan really quick. Yeah. You're doing great.
Thank you.
Yeah, love you. And I rush off to Morgan. And I like grab her hand and I pull her like aside in the kitchen, like somewhere by ourselves. I look up. I assume up for everybody.
Make
Yeah.
me a little,
Mhm.
make me a cute little roll real quick to like rush around in the darkness.
Oh. I don't have dark vision. for
Maybe
20 feet.
as a fae?
20 feet of dark
fae?
vision, 20 feet of dim
Just
light.
make me
and
a
then,
little. Everyone, make me a little. Keep your cool roll, both you and Morgan, if you're gonna be like conspiring.
Keep your cool uses cold, right?
He uses cold. Yeah. You got this.
Not
All right. All right.
I'm kind of chilling.
Yeah,
Can-
Morgan, you're like a little more freaked out than you were just by how Bia is like charging towards you.
Yeah.
Bia, you like slam into the table that had the drinks on it and send some cups like skittering. You know, they make that obnoxious noise that solo cups do when they drop, like.
Ooh.
And Emeka and Nairobi kind of look over you and giggle. But then they turn back to the fire.
yeah. Fuck them, whatever.
Yeah.
I
okay.
grab Morgan. I pull Morgan into the pantry, close the door behind us. I'm such a small space. I grab onto her,
It's pitch black.
pitch black. I grab onto Morgan. I'm like, okay, this is weird, right? Like, forget Ezra and his stupid friends. This is weird, right?
The power suddenly going out, I would say so, yeah. And his friends showing up at the same time, and yeah, okay, it's weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Yes.
I just, I'm kind of freaking out.
Oh. Sorry. she's gonna like put an arm around your waist and just kind of like pull you against her. She's like, okay, we'll go check the breaker. Okay, it's in the basement though. So do you want to come with me, or do you want me to get that? What's that girl that you're friends with? Like, she was here at the Rush last year.
Ada?
Yeah, her. She seems useful. Artemis went upstairs already, so I don't think she's gonna help us.
Upstairs?
Yeah, Artemis went upstairs. Don't worry about it. Let's just grab your friend Ada and we'll go head to the basement. Okay.
I don't know. Aaliyah was gonna play some Rush game and stuff, so I think Ada should stay here, bond with the siblings and everything. Well, you can go check the breaker, but I'm gonna check something else.
Something else? Like you're gonna call your dad?
I'm not gonna call my. I mean, I'm gonna call someone, but I'm not gonna call my dad's.
Okay.
Just and like, Bia like scoots closer to you. Just stay here with me for a moment. Okay. And we can do this when we come back, but I am going to use Beyond the Veil and gaze into the abyss.
No, I like that. Let's do it.
Oh my god, please.
You got it.
Oh. Okay. I mean,
okay. So you are asking
succeeded.
for an audience with the Fairy King.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. All right.
To see if they know anything about what's going on and can give me advice.
Mm-hmm. All right. So your insect eye shutters descend over your closed eyes, and suddenly you're back in the Fae realm, kneeling, I presume, at the throne of the Fairy King. The throne is empty, though.
Okay, that's not great.
As you look around, anticipating something, you look back and then suddenly the throne is full. And the Fairy King sits there tapping his foot. Miss Bia Phillips, you think you can just waltz in here whenever you want? Didn't I see you a week ago?
It was a great party.
Mm-hmm.
The
Your
finest
dad
yet.
still have my Tupperware.
I will message them and I will tell them to get it back to you as soon as possible. Which should have been yesterday.
Yes, and you never show up here unannounced without a favor in mind. What is it this time?
What can I do for you? That's my only question.
What can you do for me? We've heard rumblings from the Unseelie side. Something about a very powerful human. Cousin of yours, Trick, has made a request to make a special trip to the mortal realm to investigate this.
Yeah, I think Tricky would be great in the mortal realm.
I want you to take care of it. No more rumblings. No more threats. The mortals should stay mortal and weak. I will send you Trick in time. And you two are to sort this out. Understood?
And which mortal is this again?
Whichever the trick was going on about. I believe his name is Arthur?
Right, that's the one. Yes. Happy to.
Great. Now what did you want?
That was it.
Uh-huh.
That.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
All right.
To just bask in your presence. It's there's a crazy storm going outside.
Yes,
on.
you may leave.
Bye. I still technically get an answer. I just didn't want to ask it from the very king. They were not happy.
As you are sort of like reacquainting
Getting
yourself
whipped back.
with your mortal body, you know, feeling your consciousness settle back in to this less glowy version of Bia. What was your question again? What's going on?
Yeah, what's up with why the lights go out? What's this storm all about?
You get a sense of growing magical energy. Usually when you come back from the Fae realm, it's like all of the magic is there. Gives you like a little bit of nausea, you know, like physical reaction to the culture shock of not being surrounded by it here. But it is much less now. And as you know, like feel yourself ephemerally pass through one of those clouds up in the sky, it almost feels like you're back home.
Weird.
Hey, Lou.
Weird.
While you're in the
you're
fairy realm, what happens to your body? Like, does it disappear?
No. I think you just see, I mean, it's pitch black, but if you could see, you would just see Bia shock still, and you can feel her like that in your arms, like shock still, unmoving, unblinking, staring off into space. But if you were to see her eyes, they're just giant bug eyes, like giant red, like an insect, like a fly.
Cool. Sorry, Guilty, you were saying.
All right, so you're back, and we are going to take one more break, and we will be back soon. Hello, we're back.
Wait, I need to ask, was that like an impression of Ezra of that vampire like the way that actually did? Because that's honestly already very offensive. We're not all like that.
Anyway.
Wow.
For anyone not on the Zoom call, I just counted us back in with a 3, a 2, a 1, a 2. Yeah, that was a little Sesame Street. A little bit.
That's
Tiny.
the
Count.
count.
The Count is a cousin
Count.
of mine.
How do vampires
uncle of
feel about
mine,
the Count?
but not all of
Is he
them.
like a hero representation, or is he like kind of cringe?
I
very
feel
cringe, I
like
think.
I feel like the Count is Uncle Tom-esque.
Yeah.
I'ma just be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah, definitely. Just come
Oh, no. He's
Vampires
not on
just don't like
Fox,
math
though.
that
He's just
much.
on PBS. It's not showing
mean-
up on Fox News.
I mean, they weren't too far off with the counting thing with vampires, which is very interesting.
Vampires
But,
do like math.
Vampires
no,
do
there's a thing, there's a just random vampire facts. I like reading this kind of stuff. If you put a bag of like grain of rice on a vampire's grave or coffin, before they can leave, they have to count every single grain of rice. They before they're even able to leave the room or coffin or whatever. So I mean, vampires are probably very good at counting. They probably don't enjoy it.
That's actually very fascinating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is incredible vampire
If you're being
lore.
chased by a vampire, you can do that too. Just like spill a bunch of beans, rice, whatever.
Thanks, Jack, for revealing your character's weakness to us all in this moment.
Yes, you're welcome. Just arithmetic.
I'm gonna
Math.
Bia's gonna crack open a can of corn and pour out all the kernels.
Bitch, count. And I was like, fuck you, as he gets down underneath his knees and starts chanting, fuck you.
So we finally figured out how to get Ezra on his knees.
I mean, to be honest, like I said, Ezra's a switch. He doesn't, you mean...
And he's very good at counting. Maybe Ezra's a math major. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Ezra the
No,
math
he's
major.
definitely like a business.
yeah,
finance,
business. I think it's more because
He can double.
his mum made him
Yeah.
to. I
He
think
can
I
double,
feel like when he
though.
was young, he was like, he wanted to be an artist or something
Oh.
free spirited like that. But his mum was like, no, you're taking over the family business, so you need to.
Don't try to make us feel
That is
sad
entirely
for Ezra. It's
impractical.
not-
But don't feel sad. He's still an arsehole. That's how I'm playing him.
Oh, speaking of British assholes, back in the Mu Epsilon Delta house, the coterie is sort of circling this, like little crisscross applesauce group. And, wherever they see like a little space, like sitting down next to a sibling, like bumping elbows with a sister, sharing, Captain Morgan with a sibling. And I'm gonna roll for them to see how successful they are at like enticing the Mu-Ep sibs.
Can
I mean,
Ada,
since
like,
they're
get up-
vampires, they all have a string on everyone. So if you want to use that.
Can Ada like get up and walk away from this energy, or is she like?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, you clock them at the door, so you can definitely go to the kitchen.
I'm
If
not an
you'd like.
NPC. You can't eat me. Get out of here.
You can't
Vampire
eat me
coterie.
without my consent.
All right, so I'm gonna add 1 to these. Starting off strong with an 11.
I spend a string to protect my girlfriends.
Ooh, yes, you may.
All right.
You
Aw.
may indeed.
Oh,
Look at
damn
you
it. I was
being
hoping to
human.
snatch them up as well.
Okay, so Alicia is eaten tonight. A 10. Emeka is eaten tonight.
Yes, Emeka. Last time didn't go so well, so I'm happy he's getting it.
A 7. Alex is necking. Not
mean, his name
sure.
is
that's all a
Alex,
vampire
like-
needs.
No. No teeths.
Alex might not be well fed, but Alex is at least getting flirty. Ooh, Nairobi strikes
Nairobi.
out. Wow.
I mean, that's a 7 because he gets a +1, right? So it's still.
That is
still
a
something.
7. So there's some like fun times, but then there's not blood times.
Are
they're
they?
the sibling is like, all right, well, I'll see you back at the fire, and like, slips out of the door before they can get to into it.
Whoops.
Ada, you had a question?
Yeah, I picked a move that's literally just called creep. Can I creep on this to be like,
Yeah.
there's something up with Ezra. There's something up with
my
all
God.
of these people.
Oh, wow.
I
Recording.
want, can she try to watch maybe one of the more successful
Uh-huh.
of Ezra's coterie to see this
Yeah.
necking and necking?
Yeah, so Emeka sits down next to
Come on, Emeka just got it. Come on. Come on. They've
I'm
been
not gonna do
trying. They've
anything,
had a
I'm
dry
just-
spell for like a month. Come on.
Look,
Emeka
this
sits
is the
down
horrible thing
next
to say out loud. I'm not going to do anything. It literally says I have to watch silently.
Oh, God.
Emeka sits down next to Trixie, who is a member of the sorority, and compliments her on her butterfly hair clips. And she's like, oh my gosh, thank you. They're vintage. My mom wore them in the 80s. And
Emeka probably met her mum in the 80s, sorry.
Oh, I thought they looked familiar. What?
yeah, with just a little bit more smooth talking, Becca's like, hey, do you want to like check out that room at the top of the stairs? And Trixie's like, yeah, let's go. And they sneak up to one of the bedrooms. Actually, it's Lou's bedroom. I'm sorry, Lou. But it's the first one with the door open because you and Ada were in there earlier. And before they close the door, Ada, do you want to slip in?
Instead of like slipping in the room, can I just like put my foot out to stop it from closing entirely?
Oh, yeah.
And then just like peek in through like a gap in the door.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So you're lurking in the hallway there.
I think I'm like trying to play it cool, so I'm like leaning against the banister, so it kind of just looks like I'm hanging out on this little balcony, but I am like watching what is happening in Lou's room.
Yes. And what you see...
I'm shocked they even have a room, honestly.
Lou, I think you're a founder. You just don't talk about it because Morgan hasn't talked to you about it.
And also, I don't exist on any paperwork.
No.
You do not.
Is it technically the twins' room?
Yeah.
But, like, it's just your stuff in there?
Oh
Yeah,
my goodness.
Definitely. Yep.
Yes.
Especially
Just
because
moved in at some point.
everybody who's not a board member is supposed to be sharing a room. So.
Yeah. Those two were definitely sharing a room. Yeah. And you have now moved into it. Here we
It's
are.
Lou's room. He allows
Here's all my
them to
music
live there.
equipment. Find
Yup.
a place for it.
Basically, I mean, you were only really playing at our parties anyway, which we have weekly.
Of course.
Duh.
It's good
Sounds like a good
practice.
gig.
Yeah. They're the house band.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And that's what makes us so great. We have a house band.
Yeah. Everybody wants to be part of our party. They're the best parties.
Some people die or go
Ada,
missing, but it's fine.
Ada, you've
Nobody
caught,
notices.
you've caught the door with your foot, and Emeka has Trixie like up against the far wall, and there's like pleasurable sounds floating out the door, and then there's like a little yelp, and Trixie says, what's going on? Oh. And you see her go a little bit limp. And then Emeka slides her body down into like a sitting position on the wall and starts to turn back towards the door.
Okay, I think Ada needs to probably roll to keep my cool.
He killed her.
Get
They
it,
killed
America.
her.
Hell yeah.
They killed her.
I do get. So you can talk. You could decide on exactly how you want to divvy this up, Guilty.
Mm-hmm.
But for poking my nose in affairs not meant to me, Emeka can get a string on me, or maybe give it to Ezra because it just says someone involved.
No, they're all NPCs.
Okay, then I won't worry about that. Can I mark experience though for still poking my nose where it doesn't belong? Okay, and then I do gain a string on Emeka
Okay.
for observing them in a private moment. And then I'm gonna roll to try to keep my cool and like run down the stairs to not get caught watching this.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because
Roll
there's
cold.
no way that she is like totally calm about whatever the hell that just was. Like,
Absolutely.
I don't know if she knows if this person is dead or not, but she definitely knows something weird happened.
Yeah.
Can Bia and Morgan be leaving the pantry at this point?
And can Ezra be coming out of the room with Artemis at this point as
You
well?
are-
Everyone at the same
you
time.
are one floor above. Ada, you
Okay.
roll to keep your cool, and
Yeah, you're on
how
top
how
floor.
well you do. Oh, okay. It's gonna determine.
So you tell me how it would leave me
Yes.
vulnerable.
So you see Emeka approaching the door and like wiping something away from their mouth, but they don't see you yet. From this point, you could go left or right. On the right is the main staircase, where when you look up, you see Ezra descending. To the left is the like the service staircase for like catering and stuff, that goes down to the kitchen. And as you glance that away, you see Bia and Morgan sort of like entangled in each other, but leaving a closet, a pantry.
I think that the confrontation with Ezra is so much more what she doesn't want, that she does not care if she's impeding into like a possibly private moment between Bia and Morgan.
Yeah.
She goes down the kitchen stairs
Okay.
and kind of like, because it's still dark, so I imagine she kind of like stumbles into the kitchen and possibly like, and is not fully calm.
Ada, what's wrong? I like leave Morgan's side entirely.
There's so much stuff going on today. She's gonna follow you, just like.
Okay, so
Let's see.
like weird stuff happens here, right? Like this school is weird, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Ezra just gives me like a weird vibe, and like his friends were also giving me a vibe, and so I followed one of them upstairs, and they did something with the girl. Trixie was really nice, and
Is Trixie
I don't
okay?
know if she's okay.
I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna go.
Yeah.
Go check on
Go
Trixie.
ahead.
Yeah.
I'm just really like,
It's okay.
do you ever just feel over your head?
Yeah, I do actually.
I didn't feel that way before I came to the school.
Me neither. And then you come here and people have all these expectations of you and things that they need to do, and people, they come into your life and then they just make a mess of it or something, and then they just leave, and maybe you make a mess of things sometimes too, even if you don't mean to.
Yeah, you get it. Things have been so much. It's like I've just had a really I've had a really hard time here.
It's okay. I mean,
A voice from behind you speaks up. Are you feeling like you need a home on this campus? A safe place to go?
yeah.
And Artemis is descending from those back kitchen stairs.
Oh. I'm gonna let this one slide.
Ada, I don't know if anyone's talked to you about membership before, but if you had considered joining MUEP, I would be honored to have you as my little.
This whole thing's just a sorority commercial.
You don't
I
have to tell me right now.
hold on to Ada. I look at Artemis and I'm like, I look at Artemis and I look at Ada and I'm like, you know what? She's right. But Give us just a minute. I think she's a little shaken, okay? Artemis, can you go check on your sister? I think she was gonna get a rush game started.
She's always doing something. You girls be safe.
Mm-hmm. You too.
Oh, I'm fine.
I wait till she's gone and I turn to Ada. Anyway. If you want to join, totally. I think Artemis is right on some point. I think you've been alone for a lot of your experience, and you don't need to be alone anymore, not with us. And I'd really like to call you a sibling.
That sounds nice. I guess I feel like I've been joining a lot of things since I came here. And I just don't know what the right answer is anymore.
I know what they say about sororities, but ever since I've joined, I can promise you we're not as pushy as some organizations on campus are.
As you guys, Ada, as you consider Bia's words, Morgan, you rush upstairs looking for Trixie, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can you make me a roll to keep your cool as you round the corner of the twins' room? Well,
Could
the
I
twins'
intercept? Because I'm coming down the stairs, right? So I would have walked past
You
and seen
also
them as I come
see-
out.
you also see this happening. Yeah, you see Morgan coming down the hallway.
Okay.
I got a
Partial
partial.
success. Okay, you see her slouched body in there, but you also see Ezra walking straight towards you, and it looks like he wants to talk.
Do I?
So you
have
could
I
lead
seen
him
Emeka at
into
this
the room
point?
with her, or you could stall him outside. Or do something
I'm gonna
else.
stand in the doorway and like body block the sight of her from him.
Okay.
Have I seen Emeka, or did Emeka like leave a decent amount earlier?
He's on the back porch. So I don't think you've seen him since
I
you
haven't
left
seen him.
the group.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sorry, them.
Yeah.
Yep, just gonna Morgan, despite just being absurdly selfish, is protective of like her gang.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't know what's going on, but for sure whatever happened with Trixie is not something that she wants Ezra involved in. So just gonna stand in the doorway, like one hand here, the other just taking up as much of the space as possible. Like, did you need something?
Oh no, I was just wondering where Artemis was. But why are you posted up against?
Just something going on behind me, and I want to make sure my sister's good. I
Are they
thought
okay?
Artemis was with you.
Yeah, she needed a break after what we were getting up to. But
I'm sure she's downstairs.
yeah, sure. She's gonna try and like look around her.
Morgan, if you want to block his view, you're gonna have to physically impede. So you're gonna have to roll with volatile. Would you like to, or
My volatile is really bad. Can I try to roll with hot instead and just like
You wanna
be
distract?
distracting enough?
you want to distract with hot?
Yep.
Go ahead and try.
Interesting.
Go ahead and try.
Just hold my gaze. Ha!
Okay.
All right. Ezra, you have a choice. Give yourself to Morgan. Promise something you think she wants, or act awkward about it. But Morgan, you get one
I have to pick
string on them.
2.
On him.
I always struggle with that third option.
On a 10 up, they choose 1. You choose 1.
1. Okay. Oh.
Would you say I get a string on him?
Yes.
Nice.
Oh, I don't think all could make sense right now.
Make me a promise, I dare you.
I'm trying to, cause I don't even know if he knows what you want. I don't even know what you'd want that he is aware of anyway.
I mean, she obviously wants you to not go in that room.
Okay, that's a good point.
But if you want to contest this role, I feel like you could. If none of these feel like they fit your reaction.
I don't think with my code, I'm assuming this to be a shutdown. I don't have enough. I don't think I'll be lucky enough to beat this anyway. I think it makes sense I think he'll promise something that he thinks she wants, which is for him not to look in there. So he kind of like looks over her shoulder and sees that she's very adamant about this, and I guess locks eyes. Okay, I won't look, but if they need any help, my friends wouldn't want to drink water drinks. I've had some experience of drinking a bit too much as well, so I can give some tips if they're a bit too inebriated.
That's very sweet of you, but we are experienced with people drinking too much at our parties. If you just want to head downstairs, I think they're starting up some games.
Last big party, somebody jumped off a balcony and like killed somebody.
Yes.
UF has all the ragers.
Honestly, it was more that they probably weren't able to handle the drink specifically that we brought, but sure. I'm gonna go find Artemis and join this game. Do you know what game exactly is?
I'm not sure what game it is. If you do find Artemis, I'm sure if you want to just give her the recipe, and then we can keep track of it in the future.
I don't know. I feel like Artemis has a lot on her plate already. I don't want to add to that. She's already doing everything here, and he's gonna turn around and walk away.
Yes, she's very helpful.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Morgan, you're alone in the room with Trixie.
All right, what's going on with Trixie?
Well, what do you do to find out?
Well, I'm gonna go over to where she is and try to help her sit up and see if she is aware or not.
Mm-hmm.
And if she's not, then I'm gonna put her on the bed. And if she is, then I'm gonna try to get her to talk to me.
Okay. As you lean down and touch Trixie, she sort of like flinches and is groggily like, what? Who's there?
Hey, baby. Hey, Trixie.
Your
It's
hand
me,
is
Morgan.
Morgan, your hand is a little wet from where you're touching her shoulder.
Okay, I'm gonna hold that out to see if I can see what it is.
I mean, there's not much moonlight, but it looks like something dark. Morgan? Hey.
Hey, baby, hold on. I'm gonna just like try to lean her against the bed, and then fuck it. You know what? Ezra seemed helpful. He's still here. I'm gonna need his help.
You're gonna
He's still upstairs.
shout down the hallway for him?
Yep. Why does no one in the sorority know first aid? I obviously will never know first aid. What do you mean?
Oh,
We have to have at least
now?
one nursing major. We're a goddamn sorority.
Trixie
We have
is
to
the
have at
nursing
least
major.
one.
Trixie is the nursing major.
It's
God.
a liberal arts college. No one
It's-
has helpful skills.
It's
That's
Vampire
true.
101. You go after the only one with the nursing major.
Go
I don't even
after
go to
the one that has the
class.
nursing
Nursing
skills.
101. It's Vampire 101. But yeah,
I
I
don't
was
have
just
a
gonna-
major.
Ada just uses critical theory to talk about why Typhon is a good thing. So she doesn't have any useful skills.
Oh,
Yeah, we
she's
don't-
so
we don't
second
do any
wave.
of
Oh
this.
my god.
Yeah, Ezra's gonna. He'll be
So,
like
Morgan,
just
you-
partway
you-
down the stairs.
You call down the hallway to Ezra?
Yeah, I
What do
do.
you say?
Never mind. I need your help.
Does this count as breaking a
Interesting.
promise?
Because they're asking me to do it though. Because I feel like that'd be like saying, "I promise me you won't do this," and then promise me you will.
He promised not to look. And now what Morgan's asking for is help.
Hold on. Who?
I would not count it as.
This
breaking
isn't a promise with
No.
you.
Morgan
Is
took
there a
that
mechanic
route.
I'm forgetting about with
No,
promises?
Morgan.
No,
I think Morgan
I
has.
just also have the lore power.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, and as a believer in lore supremacy,
Wow.
I am out here just caping. Caping for Morgan.
I am curious though.
Ezra, are you gonna head back?
Because of the way fae magic works, it's so based on like your exact wording. So like if he closed his eyes, it'd be fine. But if I asked for his help and he looked, it would be breaking the promise.
It's listen, I know that like we're sitting here and being like, oh, that's that's fae shit. That's fae shit.
Yeah, that's exactly the
All right,
kind of
so
bullshit
this
that
conversation-
Promise me you won't.
This conversation-
pick stuff up tomorrow. Tomorrow never comes.
This conversation between Bia and Morgan is happening at like 3 a.m. after everyone's left. Like, I told him to promise, and then he came back in. Does it count? Do we get points for that?
But actually,
Can we
do.
ask
I
your
do have a string on
dads?
him, yeah. Can we ask your dads? What do your dads say? Do I have power?
They
over
say
now?
yes. It's yes. Yes, it counts.
So, Ezra, when you hear Morgan request that,
Can I
are you heading
roll?
back up?
Because there's two things I can think of Ezra doing.
Oh boy.
Because he offered
There
his
you
help
go.
once, he doesn't like, and he's got turned down already. And it's kind of like a petty thing to be like, nope, you seem to have handled it yourself. I'm going downstairs. Or he could actually just want to help. I don't know. I think he's in a good mood after his, after his playing with Artemis. I'm gonna roll a d4, and just if it's not even, he's gonna come. Isn't even? He's coming.
Awesome.
All right, so as you enter this bedroom, you see a figure sort of like hunched up against the bed frame, and Morgan's got something dark on her hand.
What happened?
And shiny.
I don't know. Can you help me get her downstairs though? There's a couch just when we go down the stairs, go to the right. There's a room there. Put her on the couch, and I'm gonna call 911. Okay.
What happened? And I'm gonna.
I don't
I
know.
want to check her body.
Okay.
mean, I'm
If you
assuming
get
I
close
can-
to her body, you can tell that she's got a large, like bloody spot stemming from her neck. She seems
Ooh.
like out of it, like someone drank too deep but didn't finish the job.
Interesting. I don't know. Okay. Okay. What's her name?
Trixie.
Trixie. Trixie? Gonna like lightly tap her face, Trixie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh hey.
What happened?
Oh, it's the greatest hookup of my life.
Okay, interesting.
Ma'am.
He's gonna turn to. I think it's clear what exactly happened here, at least to him. So he's gonna turn to Morgan and say, I think she's most likely okay, at least from what she's just said. I don't think 911 wants to know about an intense hookup.
Okay. It kind of feels like she bled all over me.
Oh, is that what that is? No, I think you can put your phone down and just forget about this. You don't need to call 911. And I'm gonna use hypnotic.
Morgan,
say,
do
are
you have
Ezra-
any strings on Ezra?
Oh, that's true. She
You
does.
did just break that
Yeah.
promise, so I have two
damn
strings
it.
on you right now.
You
Are Ezra and
cannot
his friends, like,
hypnotize
convincing
Morgan.
us
Yeah,
not
I can't. I
vampires?
forgot about that. Okay, interesting. Okay, cool.
That would have been cool though.
So
Yeah.
no,
I still
you've
try.
told her to
Oh, by
put
the-
your
Yeah,
put her
I
phone
think-
down. Morgan,
yeah.
how do you feel about
Put your
this?
phone down. She seems fine.
She bled on me.
I mean, yes, obviously that's a problem. We can patch her up, but I don't think this is a 911 problem.
Does this happen when your friends go to parties a lot?
No.
You seem very calm about this. I'm gonna call downstairs to everyone, honestly. You guys, do you know who was last with Trixie?
What? No.
Ada is going to
Ada.
like grab out at Bia.
What is it?
It was. Should I say? I'm afraid.
Ada, being part of this family means that we look out for each other. And if you are looking out for one of your siblings, we will look out for you. We're not going to let anything happen to you.
Ezra, your coterie is getting the sense that they're in hot water, and they're gently making their way towards doors.
Of course they are. Gonna leave me to clean up their mess, okay.
I'm gonna roll a keep my cool.
Okay.
And I think if I get like a success, then I'm going to like name this person. And I think if I don't, like Ada is too freaked out and she's not gonna say anything.
Okay.
Because
Go
keep
for
your
it.
cool is acting despite your fear, and she's
Oh.
she is just terrified.
Oh, Rosita.
Well, that's my 4th experience tonight.
Damn, wait, are you have you advanced? You have to advance by now, right?
Oh, Drag.
One more
also,
and I advance again.
mark some experience from when you made me that promise.
Oh, okay, cool. Thank you.
If Bia gets a promise out of me, then I can advance.
Oh my goodness.
I think she just kind of looks at Bia. She's like, I can't say. I can't say.
It's okay. Just relax. It's
Think-
gonna be okay.
Trixie looks up at you, Morgan. She's like, Morgan, I feel fine. Don't get everyone in a tizzy because of me.
Okay, that's great, sweetie. You know what?
Morgan,
Morgan, can
Let me-
you help
let
me
me
out
get
here?
you-
And he's
Morgan,
gonna try and, like,
get
can we
you to your
cuddle?
room.
Can we
I
cuddle,
don't think it's
Morgan?
great to move her just yet. I think we just need to patch her up. Can you get bandages, anything like that? I'm gonna keep the bleeding as low as possible. I can like place his hand on her neck to keep as much blood as he can from leaving.
She's no longer
Morgan
actively
does
bleeding.
know the layout of the house enough to like navigate it kind of in the dark.
Yeah. Do
She
you wanna
has a
head to a
tendency
restroom?
to go all the way downstairs for some midnight snacks at 3 a.m, but not turn on any of the lights, because if you don't turn on the lights, then it doesn't count.
Yeah, from your shredded cheese runs, you know exactly where.
Yeah,
The
so I know how to get to
God
the
damn it.
bathroom to grab the rolls like without but like the moment I come back with like a cotton wab, I'm gonna slap her on. I'm gonna bring her to her room, get her in her bed, like make her as comfortable as possible.
Okay.
I'm gonna help. I'm gonna be on the other side of Trixie,
Okay.
helping her up as we carry her to her room.
How thoughtful and selfless, and you definitely don't have any other intentions here.
None at all.
Great. You get Trixie to her room. She relaxes into her bed with like the pillows stacked up behind her and her neck all wrapped up. It's like, oh, Morgan, you always know what to do.
I mean, she's not wrong. You seem to have pretty good control over this situation, Morgan.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I mean, you're the president. It seems like you have your clearly president material.
Was this just an inspection from the student body president?
It's so
This whole time.
suspicious, like what?
Disgusting.
That's very nice of you. I'm just gonna make sure that she's comfortable, and I'm gonna get her some water so she can recover in the morning. Could you head
Okay.
downstairs, please?
Yeah, in fact, I can get the water. You can stay with her.
Okay, I will stay here.
All right.
Ezra's gonna go and get water. And if he
In the
sees
kitchen?
any of his, I guess so. Actually, yeah.
Everyone is left. All of your coterie is
Yeah.
left. You do feel a buzz in your pocket though, and a
Yeah, I'm
text
sure.
from them says, "Great party, bro. Had to bounce. Kiss, kiss."
I just send them like a bunch of middle fingers, just a bunch of middle fingers, and head to the kitchen.
Ada, can you go touch base with Lou? Lou's not part of the sorority, but they've always got their ear to the ground and have an eye on the girls and everybody else. For a second.
I guess.
Listen, I promise I'm not gonna let anything bad happen to you, and I promise I'll be there in just a second, okay?
Okay, I guess I'll talk to Lou.
Or any of the siblings. I'll be right there, okay?
Okay.
So Ezra, you head down into the kitchen and you see Ada leaving and Bia standing there, arms crossed by the sink.
Bia, I'm just gonna get a cup and go to the sink beside
What did you do?
Do you want all the details? Because Artemis is kinkier than I thought.
Fine. If it wasn't you, Trixie, what happened? What did your people do?
My people?
They're your people, aren't they not?
What did they do? They just came in to bring drinks, and honestly, I thought they were going to be here a bit earlier to help out with renovation, but trust them to become fashionably late.
You know what? Fine, Ezra, fine.
What?
Nothing's
Be
your fault.
clear.
Nothing is your fault. Nothing you ever do could ever hurt anybody ever. You're right. How dare I?
I'm sorry, you're not exactly being very clear about what's going on right now. What Trixie? She seems a bit out of it, maybe a bit drunk. Me and Morgan have tended to her already. She's in her room now, resting. That's why I'm actually here to get water.
You hold up your hand with the glass, and there's a smudge of blood on it.
Like, people know what Ezra is, right? Like,
Not many people, but I do. I know very well. I know exactly what Ezra's capable
only
of.
you and
Reggie and Roz.
Reggie and Ross know, yeah.
I think Ada's figuring it out.
Yes.
I think
Ada's
Lou knows something. Maybe not.
I think everyone knows that there's something about. I think everyone knows there's something about everyone, but just not able to put their finger on it, kind of deal. But yeah.
Yeah, you were just bringing her to her room, so yeah, you got some blood on this cup.
Yeah.
But it's dark. Bea, do you want to make a roll to shut him down?
We patched her up. She's okay.
Look,
but I promise I had nothing to do with it.
Ooh.
Just giving out those promises, huh?
I'm not gonna take that bait. Well, I mean, no. I mean, that is a promise. Where's that? This is a very interesting thing because you say, and this is like me, Liv, the lawyer, you say you had nothing to do with it, but Emeka would never be in this house if it wasn't for you.
Yes, but that doesn't really mean then you can easily say that that's because of his parents, or for example, because Emeka would be born because of, I think that's a very long string to follow. He invited Emeka honestly to help with the renovation. They came late, so they ended up not helping much.
I think there's a debate to be had there, and I don't think that you are as close to his winning as you think you are. But anyway,
you said you invited them and then told them dinner was ready.
Yeah, everyone at the fire was passing around the lasagna.
Okay, all right.
I actually can't do this. No, not a joke. Anyway, I think Bia just like shakes her head at you and is just like, look, I know what you're capable of. I know what Reggie's capable of. I know what Roz is capable of. I don't really think you know what I'm capable of. And I don't want you to have to find out. You leave the people in this house alone.
Yeah. I helped Morgan tend to Trixie. And I'll be honest with you, yes. Emeka, most likely, honestly, from the bites. It was most likely them. But they're fine now. And honestly, I even asked Trixie, and her reply was, I think it was the best hookup of her life. So Emeka went a bit overboard, and trust me, I am going to talk to them about this. But Trixie's fine. If you want, he's gonna like take the glass and wipe on his shirt to get the blood off it. You can bring the water to her.
No,
Morgan's up there with her.
I have other people I need to take care of.
So do you mind if I take it up to her?
Whatever. And she leaves to like go out to the rest of the group.
I just gotta point out that you say, Drac, I promise, a lot.
Yeah. I don't think, like Bia said, he doesn't know what Bia is, so he's going to throw around promises anyway.
I love it. So Bia,
I respect that.
you head back out into the main room where Lou, you have your two lady friends sort of like clutch close to you, like, what do you think happened? They're actually whispering to each other, but like through you. They're like both have their heads like in front of your body, and they're like whispering back and forth. Like, what do you think? Well, Tracy doesn't usually drink that much. I know, but she's just like up there with a guy, I think. Oh my God, was that our bedroom? Lou! Lou! We need to go figure out if anything was broken in our bedroom.
I was wondering, since you said earlier that like I probably stare into the abyss by staring into a bright light, can I roll again to stare into the abyss as I
Roll into
stare
the
into
fire?
the fireplace?
Yes.
Nice.
Do it.
There we go.
Yeah.
All right, so I do want to evoke my metamorphosis here.
Okay.
I want to gaze into the abyss and have it show me what I must become.
Ooh.
I, as much of all of this drama was very interesting, I feel like nobody ever thought to look into why supernatural things were happening.
Yeah, that's true. We never got to
that's a good
I
point.
tried. I just knew that there was a bunch of magic, and then people started almost fucking dying.
Yeah, the drama always supersedes the magic for some reason, but you know that's how it goes. At
Aiden's
UF
just a
Blonde
normal
Delta.
human girl full of trauma. What else is she supposed to do but seek out more trauma?
Yeah, and I was curious because like I was kind of wondering that if like during summer break, that is when Lou gets a little bit of a break from their creator, if there's like this like humidity and these clouds, and like
Yeah.
I don't have as much direct contact with the moon, and
Yeah.
maybe my creator can't see me not feeding and trying to be normal and trying to be a human and trying to have normal relationships.
Well, they also assume that during the summer there aren't going to be students really on campus.
Okay.
So this dry spell that you've had up until now feels very normal, and
Okay.
they're understanding of that.
Okay, so the moon isn't looking down on me judgmentally because I'm not feeding more people into the void.
You've done a good job, spring semester. You get the summer
Okay.
off.
Okay. But what vibes do I get about like magic and shit? Because I just rolled a 12.
You feel like there's okay, so staring into the fireplace, the light is like heavily reflected in your eyes, and you're sort of opening yourself up to the magical frequencies of the campus. And right now, compared to last time you checked in on this, everything feels amplified. It feels like, yeah, there's sort of a magical storm going on, but even the house that you're sitting in and the ground that it's sitting on is more a buzz with like a thrumming magical beat than it was even 3-4 months ago. So I don't know, the activity is like, you know, heightened, but there are also pinpricks of specifically, you know, more magical beings in your midst. So Ezra takes that box. Bia does. A little bit of it is coming from Morgan, a little bit from Ada, Ethan. And then 4 figures who are receding into the night just outside the house.
So just more of like a confluence of magic has kind of upset the balance of things.
Mm-hmm. It's like this is the new balance, and like campus is still getting used to it.
Okay.
Did you want to use your special move to rearrange some of your attributes?
Yeah, I mean, does the Abyss make any suggestions about how I should become different to face this present, this future?
Yeah.
Because right now I've been rolling off of just hot and dark.
Uh-huh. And you can permanently swap too. So staring into this fire, you get the overwhelming feeling that your attractiveness is going to serve you well in the future. But there's also going to be more interpersonal conflict. Like you look into the fire and you see almost reflected in it 2 of the siblings sort of bickering back and forth, and then one of them tosses out an insult and the other one backs down.
Being a human's not just about like sex and poetry. You have to actually have like feelings and work them out with other people and
Or just be good at insulting them.
Okay.
Shutting them down. That seems to serve this one well.
Okay.
So.
Cool. I'm gonna switch my
the
dark
vibe.
and my cold then.
Okay.
Interesting. Cool.
At this point, Morgan, you're up with Trixie tending to her, and she cups your face with a hand and says, "What would I do without you?" And then falls into a light sleep. And it seems like the wrapping that you've put on her neck is not seeping through at all. She seems, from your limited experience, pretty stable.
Okay. I'm gonna stay until somebody appears with a glass. I assume that's still Ezra. Set it by her bedside, just like stroke her hair, and like lean over and whisper that the glass is there. It doesn't really matter if she hears it or not, whatever.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna make sure Ezra's out of the room before I leave the room, shut the door behind me. Trixie probably shares that, because Aaliyah and Artemis definitely share a room, and then the fake twins share a room.
Trixie shares with
Gwen? Yeah. So I'm gonna shut the door, and then I'm gonna go downstairs, let Gwen know, and then I'm gonna seek out Bia.
Okay. Ezra, you shoot out of the door after dropping off your offering.
Yeah.
Do you follow Morgan downstairs?
Yeah.
Okay. It seems like at this point most of the membership is heading to bed, either in their respective rooms or in the second floor balcony room cuddle puddle. And Lou, the Hermina and Helena on either side of you have decided that they're going to go up and investigate the room. And they give you a look like, "Are you coming with us?"
Yeah, as I go with them with my newfound coldness, I definitely rib at them, and I'm like, y'all don't have like an incest kink, right?
This is the right
We're
time.
not really twins. I mean, people do call us that.
Okay,
Is that
don't make it
weird?
please.
Perfect.
If I may, though, to throw another interesting layer on it. You say incest kink, I raise you extreme narcissism. Because they like to dress up as each other.
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, there's extreme narcissism to like go around, so
We have
Maybe
plenty
that's
of that
why you're
here.
triple flames.
Yep.
this sorority is oozing with extreme narcissism.
It
and
is,
it's a
yeah.
problem.
It's not a problem. It's a solution.
Oh boy.
To what?
I don't know.
Lack of self-esteem.
Lack
Yeah.
of self-esteem. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Lou. If you would like your new girlfriends, in spite of your jibe at them, would like to get down to business though later tonight.
Of course.
All right. They are going to write down, as is your move, whether sexy times you have are
Confusing or soothing.
or soothing. And you go ahead and write that down as well.
Yep.
Writes one for each of the twins.
Oh, I could get double experience off
No,
of this.
that's a good question though.
That's
Yeah.
a good point.
Do they really count as two separate people though?
I've been
I
wondering
don't
that
think so.
ever since Devin was like, my strings, and I was like,
I think it's one string and it says
Separate?
the twins.
Yep.
yeah,
Yeah.
Hermina and Helena, one line for one
Hey,
string.
Guilty
Yep.
started that. That was.
I did. I was being nice. I was like, they're NPCs. You can have 2 for 1. Okay,
nothing wrong with that.
I've written mine down. Did you
Okay.
write yours down?
Mhm.
You ready? We'll say it on 1. 3, 2, 1. Soothing.
Confusing.
Oh.
Ooh. It was soothing for them, confusing for you, who's like, what are these feelings?
Oh,
Exactly.
no.
Sudden and new.
So no experience. Hey, you know, I usually associate sex with consumption, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
this is
You're
is
trying
new
out
for
this
me.
human thing. Oh, we're so proud of you.
Wow, what a giver.
You'll be part of the sorority by senior year.
I'm not already. What?
You are
You
part of the
said you
sorority, you're
were.
just not on paper.
Honorary
I can't
member.
exist on paper.
You do exist on paper. It's a
being.
beautiful trilogy called The Lamplight Chronicle.
It's some of the best writing that anybody's ever read.
God.
It's some of the
Ever.
best writing a Mormon housewife has ever come up with.
No,
Yeah.
Bethany,
Please,
Bethany
please, please.
Stiers is a Scientologist. Thank you.
Thank you! I was going to make that exact joke like hours ago. Thank you! Incredible.
That's
Methany.
amazing.
Oh, Methany. All right,
She's
so
got some
Lou,
issues.
Lou is gone to-
Psychotherapists for years will look at those books and question her morality and ideology, but it's fine.
Lou has gone to bed. Is there anything one last thing the rest of you would like to do before turning in?
Yeah, I think Ada is like definitely too freaked out to go back to her dorm.
That's totally fine. Bia was going to invite you to stay.
Yeah, I think she just kind of like went down and didn't engage with any, like went back out to the main room and didn't engage with anyone. Like saw Lou was like all wrapped up
Yeah.
with the twins, and everyone else was kind of heading to this cuddle pile, which made her also uncomfortable. And so I think she's just kind of like doing that thing where she's just like poking the fire and just
And I
kind of like
think-
sitting there.
I think Bia goes over and is just like, hey, you should stay the night. Do you want to use my room?
I mean, if that's okay with
Yeah.
you. I mean, I don't really want to walk across campus right now.
No. Stay. Take my room. It's all yours.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, nowhere else to be, I guess. I think I have class tomorrow, but it'll be okay.
Even if you had a million other places to be, I'd want you here.
Cool.
Okay.
Right.
Take my room. get cozy, get comfortable. We'll see about class tomorrow. We could go to class, or we could have mimosas. Options.
Okay. I promise I will stay the night here.
Good. Mark experience.
Advance again.
Nice.
And I get my first string on Ada.
I already had a string on you. Take it.
Beautiful. Morgan and Ezra, you head back downstairs.
Well,
Everyone's sort of turning in.
do I overhear this conversation around here?
Mm-mm.
Oh, I
But
told
Ada's-
Ada that she could have my room. I never said I was staying there.
Ah, okay. All right.
Right.
Ada's heading up the stairs as you're heading down. Bia is still sitting by the fireplace.
When Ada walks past, Ezra kind of like looks at Ada like, I feel like I should recognize her. And just keeps going down the stairs.
Unbelievable.
I think that Ada moves to the other side of the staircase to avoid Ezra, and I think that would set off a little alarm on Ezra's
Yeah, I think that's why he notices her in the first place.
Right, he's like, people don't avoid me.
Avoid? How strange. Everyone thinks I'm hot normally.
Mm-hmm.
The only person that usually hates me is Bia. This is weird.
So Morgan, Ezra, you head down and Bia's sitting by the fire. Everyone else is either snoozing on a couch or heading to bed.
Oh, I'm obviously beelining straight for Bia.
I'm joining whatever cuddle pile is going on.
Were you gonna
Okay.
cuddle?
I mean, that was my plan B.
That's my plan B, too. But plan A?
Yeah.
Just you, me?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Plan A. We have the best room anyway. Top floor balcony.
Lovely. We will hop right back to you. Morgan and Bia head upstairs. Ezra, you are...
I'm gonna find Artemis.
Okay.
I mean, we had a thing going already before.
It's probably still in
Well,
her room.
you take a loop around the first floor and it doesn't seem like she's anywhere inside, but then you peek out the back window and the moon has finally peeked out a little bit from behind a cloud, and you can see in the moonlight that she's sitting on the back porch, looking up at the light.
Oh, I'm gonna sit next to her
Alright.
and just look up at the moon as well. It's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, she is.
I mean, she's not the only one.
She pushes your shoulder.
Oh, that usually works. Okay.
If only you knew what the moon was complicit in.
Do you have fun
Round
tonight?
3?
Oh, I thought you'd never ask.
Let's go upstairs. She takes you back. Morgan and Bia, you end up in the president's suite.
What other place would I sleep ever?
Ever.
Oh, what?
You getting some fun times in?
Yeah.
Fun times, good times? All right, tell me what moves you would like to use.
Ooh.
So, Bia, yours, when you lie naked with another, you can ask them for a promise.
I think it's after they're hanging out, chilling. So the new
Cuddling
rushes.
is great.
Cuddling is great. So the new rushes. What did you think of them?
You want Ava to join, right?
I do.
All right.
Promise?
fine.
Cool.
All right. And
Since you like this so
Morgan.
much.
I mean-
My sex move just it makes the person I sleep with part of my gang,
Which I kind of already am.
which you kind of already are. So we're
But
just
now
gonna
you
perpetuate.
officially are.
Can I get an extra string instead, maybe?
Let me make you an offer. Would you like a telepathic connection?
I think Liv has to have an opinion on that too.
Yes, I'm so down.
Okay, yeah, let's do
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
It's not the clearest thing, but you start having thoughts in your head in the other one's voice. And it's like, oh, that's weird. It's like they're, you know, a little like extra conscience there.
That's gonna be useful for getting dressed in the morning. Does this look cute? Yeah.
Yeah.
And you don't
But yeah.
know unless you explicitly talk to each other about it that you're actually sharing thoughts. It just seems like sometimes the other's opinions pop into your head.
I think here. I will say this. I think because you made the comment of like, oh, since you like her so much, I think like as this link is getting established and Ada's name comes up, you get a couple of different feelings. One of the first ones is like the mix of like anger and embarrassment when somebody says something that really gets under your skin. Like the first time that Bea tried to say something to Ada about Arthur, and she essentially insinuated that she was like a liar. Way back when Ada was still like an NPC. Huh?
Oh, that's just a funny statement to make about another PC.
Back when she was an NPC.
Back when she was an NPC. You get the like feeling of like sort of a weird twisted revenge of like similar to when like a kid is like, I don't like you, so you can't play with that toy, like that kind of a feeling. And then a feeling of like genuine pity for this girl.
Ooh. That makes
Which-
sense.
Yeah, which I don't know if that helps Morgan in any way, if that calms or answers any questions.
It's funny actually because it makes her like laugh a little. She's like, "Oh, you're more like me than I thought."
Interesting.
Okay.
Whoops.
Ada, you're snuggling into Bea's bed, turning in for the night.
Yeah.
Any last things you'd like to do?
I think Ada is still unconvinced if this is a group she wants to be a part of. I think she has fonder feelings about Bea now, but is even more terrified of Ezra.
Okay.
And so I think like she's snuggled up in Bea's bed, and like the last thing she does before she like closes her eyes to go to sleep is she pulls out her phone and she scrolls way down to a text message thread that hasn't been opened in like a month
Oh no.
and just texts Arthur, "Hey,"
Oh!
and then goes to bed.
Backsliding. No. All right.
Not at like 3 a.m.
Oh my god.
I think it's like "Hey" and a heart emoji.
No, that's so much worse.
No. Okay.
No.
Worse would be hey, winky face.
No, it's not.
You
"Hey,
up?
Vicky."
Oh yeah, Jake is on the same wavelength as me. You up?
No.
Oh boy.
Can I respond to Jake in the chat?
Oh my god.
No.
Oh my god.
No.
Please do it. Please, guilty, let this happen.
Absolutely not. I was
But yeah.
rooting for you. We were all rooting for you.
Why?
Nothing is set in stone yet. I'm just saying Ada didn't fall in love. So
All right, she sends off her little text message and maybe she gets a reply in the morning. But for now, you know, her mindfulness app has told her, shut the phone off, go to sleep.
Don't text your
Don't text your ex.
It said that, but she ignored it.
we are not broken up. We're just on a break. He's not my ex.
Oh my god.
I hope you know that somewhere Arthur is unfortunately getting some Typhon ass because it's a break, and he's for sure a Ross.
Absolutely, I would expect
yeah.
nothing less. But if I ignore a blatant problem with him, I get more experience.
Oh
I
god, you are so... Why did you...
the way that this
Good lord.
particular
Character.
skin rewards Semi for being problematic. Because like Jade was already gonna do it, but it's like, why not get some treats?
I am
Get some experience.
such a responsible adult in my real life. Let me be a problematic monster in this game.
All
I
right.
think that's the point.
Wrapping it up with our last monster. Lou, are you having another clove with the girls?
Yeah, I wanted to end with the symmetry of the first scene that we saw. Lou and
Beautiful.
Helena and Ermina are asleep. Lou made sure they were both taken care of and had a good time, and they are still sitting up, smoking a clove cigarette, staring at the moon, and wondering what they've become and if this is the right path for them, and wondering if the moon is judging them for embracing their humanity over their monstrousness. And who knows? The moon doesn't communicate in ways that even dream constructs understand.
Who knows indeed? And as the moon winks back at Lou, a little breeze blows some more clouds in front and obscures the last light of the evening. And that is where we will leave this old haunted house with its monsters inside. Thank you
We
so
are
much
all
for
monsters.
joining us at Gilbert College for another Monsterhearts vignette. Thank you to my players. Thank you to everyone who has come through in the chat. Everyone who is watching this in the future on YouTube, hello. Could I get one last beautiful plug? I did it the first time. You get to do it this time. Let's do plugs from our players, and then we will be heading out for the night. I was gonna start with Devin, because they didn't go first the last. Oh, but then they left. But then they're back.
I'm here. I
Would
just
you like to
dropped
start
the
us
thing I was
off?
fidgeting with.
No worries. All right. Can we please start with you? What do you do and where, and how can we follow you and support you?
You can find me anywhere on the internet at Devin Decibel. You can check out my band, The Y Axes. I just quit my job as a high school teacher and am trying to get into commissions for doing music. So if you have a project that requires some sort of soundtracking, hit me up and check me out at devindecibel.bandcamp.com to see some examples of my work. Yeah, that's all I got.
Liv, that's you.
Is me. Hi, I'm Liv. You can find me on Twitter at livinaday. I stream on Mondays Under the Table with Guilty over on Total Party Chill. It's like a little indie show. On Tuesdays, I'm Into Deep with Rule of Lore, where we're being gay, doing heists. It's Waterdeep Dragon Heist. I do podcasts now, so you should listen to Clearfield Podcast, which is like a horror investigation podcast. Very short little episodes, great to listen to. But if you want something great, if you want something epic, if you want something sugary and sweet and a little spicy and full of anime references, you should listen to Super Idols RPG, because your pal will be debuting very soon. It's like a week now. It's not even a week, it's like a few days. So go listen.
Ooh.
Yeah, do it. Sammy, what
Yeah.
about you?
So I am Semi Precious Stone on the internet, or Jade. You can find me at Semi Precious Stone, missing an E, on Twitter or Instagram. I am a cosplayer. I am a person who has a lot of opinions about Eurovision on Twitter. And it is my birthday in 10 days, and I got a tiara, so that is what I'm plugging. I'm turning 30 in 10 days. Be nice to me.
Oh yeah.
We'll be nice to you anyway. Void, can you tell us about you?
I'm already older than 30, so you have to be nice to me all the time.
Yeah, it's okay out here in the 30s.
Yeah, actually, it's pretty good. I like it better than the 20s. Hi, everybody. I'm Void. You can find me at VoidCat Gaming. I stream Monday, Tuesday, Friday. Mass Effect. I was here today, but I'm not always here today. On Wednesdays, you can find me playing Tachyon Squadron at 11 Pacific on Weave the Tale, and then running a Star Trek game at 6 o'clock, but not this week. This week I'm skipping both because that's just how the universe decided, and here we are. But next week, Star Trek. There's some under the table people in there as well, and when I say people, I mean Keith.
Yeah, but also
We love Keith.
Devin
And he's amazing.
without the
Absolutely.
eye.
Devin is also in there.
He's
Devin
TBC.
is in an interesting position where he's not DMing, but he's playing a character who's like the chief. He's the commander, so like he's like
you should
halfway
never.
there.
You
he
should
has
not have
power,
let him
but
have
not
that.
real
No, it's
power.
hilarious. It's so funny.
Oh gosh.
Y'all should come watch because he plays a Romulan and he's like super uncomfortable with everything and just like super stiff, and he doesn't know how to deal with people being informal, and it's amazing. Just come watch it, please God. He's so funny.
Also, if you need-
they're also funny.
If you need guests and another Devin, I'm a huge Star Trek nerd, so
Noted. Also, I started making jewelry recently. I'm wearing some. I was wearing some. There's something extraordinarily satisfying about jingling. So, and Guilty has some. Hit me up if you're interested in some of that, because I got a bunch of rainbow shit, and it's all for you.
It's real cute. I got Juneteenth stuff.
Yeah,
I got gay stuff.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I got some pink and black stuff for specifically today.
Nice. Thank you, Void. Finally, Draconiques.
Oh me. Hi, I'm Drac or Draconiques. Or Draconics. I'm so goddamn it. Draconics.
Sorry,
You can find me on
messed you
Twitter
up.
at Draconics. It's DRAKONIQUES. I stream all over the place. On Mondays you can find me over on the D&D channel at 4 p.m. Eastern. Playing a Kind of Keep Mystery series. On Tuesdays you can find me over on Cobalt Press at 7 p.m. Eastern. Playing in a Scarlet Citadel short kind of campaign thing. On Wednesdays, you can find me over on Play Multiverse at 5:30 Eastern, where I'm playing in another D&D campaign called The Shepherd Trials. This is very fun. Honestly, very exhausting as well. My character is very high energy. Right after that, at 9 p.m. Eastern on Wednesdays, you can find me over Rule of Law, playing on a side system campaign called Infinite Horizon. Well, Super Idols, like Liv mentions, I'm also in that, and that comes out every third Sunday of the month. So yes, Liv's debut is coming soon, so keep an eye out for that. Well, I think that's pretty much it. I'm also co-founder and event organizer of Friends Roll Dice, and we just finished off a month-long charity event for the Cherry Project. And the last time I checked, I think we raised like $800, so that was pretty fucking cool. And yeah, that's pretty much it from me. Unless I forgot something, I don't know.
sounds like a lot.
Nice. That's awesome. And y'all, I have been your MC Guilty. I stream here on my own channel. Thank you so much for coming by and checking it out, usually on Sundays and Tuesdays. And then Monday nights, I am on Toll Party Chill, under the table, playing indie games with Liv and other wonderful people.
Including Keith.
Including Keith.
Including Keith.
Oh, and Tim, so Keith, who is Dakota, and Tim, who is Reggie,
Mhm.
and maybe we'll get the rest of them in here sometime.
I miss
Yeah,
They'll be
we'll
dragged in
figure it out.
eventually.
Absolutely. And yeah, if you want to catch up on other episodes of this game in particular, They are all on YouTube, and you can go ahead and do that at Guilty Cosplay. So thanks for coming. We're gonna go raid somebody.
Everyone
so
say
hold
goodnight to
tight.
Zuko.
Good night, Zuko.
night,
Night, Zuko.
Ooh,
David.
Erica's playing Overwatch. Let's go say hi to Erica playing Overwatch.
Ah, yes. Love
Oh.
Erica.
I wonder if Erica has a slot for me to play Overwatch.
Leaving
Immediately
us
jumps
so
into Overwatch.
easily. That's the first time I met Boyd, was at TwitchCon, because they were Erica's +1 and I was Devin's.
I was. That did happen.
Yeah.
And then through completely different circumstances, but again.
Yeah, because our mutual con friend was like running Blades in the Dark and just ended up putting us in a game together. And we're like, the Spider-Man
all right.
meme.
This
It
worked
was
out.
amazing. Anyway, thank you guys so much for being here. Go give all of your love and your wonderfulness to our friend Erica, a style pixie. And we will see you next time. Good night.
Night.